Alright, welcome on in everyone to the stream. Welcome indeed. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, night, wherever it is in your neck of the woods. I'm thrilled to be back here with some Age of Wonders 4. It's been far too long. Welcome Samuel, and welcome Caligaro. I apologize if I butcher anyone's pronunciations. Good to see you all. How are things going in your neck of the woods? Here he comes, and actually I think I realize I haven't turned the music back on. No, I've just dialed it back a lot. The music in this game just tends to get aggressive. Usually play Reaper Culture with Materium and Nature Essence, but try to get the Gold Tome. Yeah, the Gold Tome's pretty awesome. So the build we have got set up, and we're kind of a little ways in here where you can see we're 71 turns. I have the whole stream, I guess all of the streams. I probably should try to split them up a little bit more, but I do have a playlist for all of our streams, so you can kind of get up to date with this campaign if you haven't caught any of the previous streams. So we are going for kind of a Materium and Astral build, far more heavily leading into Materium, where we are trying to find everything that has the gilded, find it here, the gilded tag, and slamming it into our opponent's faces with maximum aggression. So we have gotten up to the Eternal Pact with the Dwelling down here, which gives us access to a pretty cool pickaxe that basically just gives us access to turn people to gold like crazy. Hey, the Dino King, good to see you. Hello? Hello indeed. So we've basically made a good deal of friendship here with this crystal dwelling, and we have gotten access to this Eternal Gold Seeker's pickaxe, which was kind of the final piece we needed for our build outside of the gold golems, which we're getting soon too. A fully thematic gold build? Exactly. Is it going to be super incredibly good? No. Probably not. This is not a min-max build by any means. This is taking the gilded trait, and we're seeing how far we can push it. I try to make primal work, but the main problem is they suck at auto-resolve. They do. Their early game is just meh. You kind of replace all of their, except for the Animus, which you kind of need to just summon in primal units like crazy. But they just don't have very good cultural units. But yeah, we're taking gilded to its maximum. So if anyone hits our leader now, they have a chance of becoming gilded. Every time we hit them, they have a 30% chance of becoming gilded, and the third strike in a combo has a 90% chance of turning them to gold. And then we have transmeters, which can turn people to gold. And then I think there's only one other unit that has gilded. I hope we, in the future, can get an infusion, maybe through the Pantheon, that gets us gilded through our item forge here. Eternal Embassy will be amazing. Yeah, that's the next thing we're going for. I just wanted to kind of save some gold because we have some mana, rather, because we have a fight ahead of us. So we've got a couple of cities. We've got the Glittering Peak, which is our kind of main capital, doing very well for itself. The Mystical Ogre is here. The Zinch Infused Lad. If we had more mana, we could get even more knowledge. But that's just the way. We have built up, I think we're going to go ahead and drop Goldhaven as just a vassal city. And we are going to take over maybe Refuge or some of these others. But just the Goldhaven is in such a bad spot. And even if we try to come above ground here, it's all surrounded. So they're just kind of doomed. We're going to go ahead and vassalize this rat city whenever we conquer them. Our first enemy we are going to be dealing with is Auto. We are at war with all of the others on this realm, except for the Wood Elf Serena, who has chosen the path of evil. Purest of evil. And then Boromir over here with the original form of Gondor that I made. Gondor is much better now. But since we have the ability to kind of give them their own tome paths, so you can tell the AI, these are the tomes you're going to choose. And these are the things you're going to name your cities. So instead of getting the kind of generic random city names, you can actually give them like up to 15 city names as well as 15 kind of custom heroes. So Faramir is with Boromir now. I'm going to keep his dad for like a Pyromancer goofy build later on. This seems a little broken. It's a little broken, but it took us a long time to get here. Earlier on, if you were watching any of the earlier ones, our golden pickaxe was failing to gild people left and right. Ooh, actually, before we fight this one, let's drop some lightning on him just to rub some salt. Here, enjoy. Zap. Oh, the Spelljammer. Can we reach the Spelljammer? Where is it? Excavated ley line? Where is it? They've got it hidden somewhere. You rats. Oh well. We don't need spells to conquer your city. We have gold. They'll have some extra bastions, which truthfully just means more gold for us. Hang on now. Who are you? Oh, you've got transmeters too? No, this is fine. We'll bring you to fight. What's the purpose of Astral in your build? What do you want to accomplish? Oh, I wanted to bring in the crystal dwelling and bring some lightning in. And just for the fun of it. Plus, Astral gives us a lot of good benefits to knowledge and just casting spells in general. Trying to offset our normal resistance issues, because Materium just struggles with, oh, he's got the repeaters. That's a little bit spooky. The Griffin patch is amazing for allowing us to customize AI factions. Oh, I agree. Are you maybe raising already? I could have been, but I figured... Excuse me, stop. That hurts so badly. Relax. I can also say this possibly looks more chaotic than one of the 4 Chaos Realms. You created Boromir, amazing. I got Theoden, Ednu with Rohan, and Saruman leading Isengard. I do have Saruman, I've got Theoden, and I'm going to be building up Aragorn. I haven't quite got his figured out. I love creating thematic builds, even if they're not necessarily the best. These bolt repeaters, I always forget how strong they are. It takes them, I think, longer to shoot, but... And of course, I have the UI. I have tried so many things to make my UI not flash, so I'll try not to hover over any of our abilities if you know how to. I've heard it has issues with the G-Sync, but the G-Sync, V-Sync both have kind of caused, or what are causing it. If I play in full screen, there's no issues, but full screen on this ultra-wide, unfortunately, then there's like black bars for you guys that make it really not great to watch. Okay, so you guys shot Apollo a little bit too much, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. He's gonna go over and give you the business back. Here, you come on over and give him some extra armor, so we can at least heal a wee bit. Giant's got the boulder truck. Also, it's been a little bit since I played last, so I'm trying to get the hang of things again. I do love all of the... I guess is this in all of the industrial cities? They've got lots of just kind of stuff to block your way in. Force you down choke points. Charge strike with him is just going to immediately kill that unit. Stand back. Let's go ahead and get everyone kind of in position. You hit both? Nah, none at all. How far is the boulder and AoE? No, it's a single. Someone's getting smacked. Fair enough. Go for something a little bit like that then. Bolster up. We could definitely use a few more supports, that's for sure. Especially since we had all of our supports in the last army, and we brought this AI group with us. Not really what I wanted. Got the Spider Egg, the Execute, Second Wind, and then good old Magic Missiles, okay. Afflictor's always fun. How much damage are you dealing? 22 on the guarantee? Okay. Anvil Guard, you step to here. We do want to try to draw them in. Oh yeah, it's a huge heal. Granted, they don't have a lot of health in the first place, but big ol' heal. Weaken the earth. Where can I do this? Ooh, see, that's pretty good. Yes. And then you can move up and get in their face. See, that's pretty amazing. Go for a quake here. That'll delay them and give us time to get into position. Or just time to run up and shoot them some. Can anyone get past? No? Good. Yeah, might as well just run up and try to go for... 20% chance is not too bad. I have Overwhelm Tactics, so let's move up others in line, too. In fact, we can have you move up this side. Drop off the repeater in just a moment. So first we go for the crossbow shot. It's a 5%. No, I'll go for the 20%. And yeah, miss. That's fine. Go for... No decisive command yet. Bolt repeater here. The map, I mean. Okay, can I also say that this... Oh, hang on now. The crystal book is Astral Materium. Oh, I see the map. What's up, Timotion? Good to see you. How are things going in your neck of the woods? 55% is pretty meh. Nah, just blast these guys here. Enjoy. They bolster up a bit. Yeah, but that's fine. Snow boulder. Alright, on this side I'm a little bit less content, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and pass the turn. Don't the bugs have the dig ability to move? Ah, yes, they could probably sneak by. But I think once they use that dig ability, they're stuck in that place. So once they use it, they'll be like right here. I have a question about the copper golems. I've never seen them in combat. Are they good? Are they sort of meh? They're pretty meh. They're a tier 1, and they seem to have, I think, less overall health than normal. What makes them decent is they're pretty good at reflecting, like, projectiles, or at least not reflecting, but tanking projectiles, but they have less health, and they're really not great. They're not great. Let's sail right in, trying to get over these walls on this side. I'm gonna bring the darter. The primal darter. What a shame. Interesting combination of primal and Materium, though. Oh, we gilded the... Beautiful. Alright, well, that's our first turn. Let's see what you guys got. Auto hits us with some rocks. Hits us with another rock. Let me go ahead and turn the game up just a smidge. 20 tends to be about where you can barely hear me over things when I get too close. Fair enough. Bring them all into the summon. I can use that at Awaken Earth quite often. That's unfortunate. They at least look cool. And they do evolve into bronze golems, which are not bad. As you get them as early as possible. The tome can get them picked, but they fall off against other bigger... Yeah, that's exactly right. They're not terrible in the early game, but I just tend to find that they don't have a lot of health. And so against anything that has lightning, you get obliterated. But a lot of things get countered like that, so that's the way it is. Alright, let's drop a big transmute. Who wants to get gilded? Everyone. Or no one. That's fine too, I guess. All thunderstorms. I know melt armor's pretty dang decent. Amplification pylon blast fools. I would just we just either fulmination or heal. Does anyone need any heals? I would say these guys could use it. We can go for our leader too. Yeah, let's do that. Units can be replaced. I think they're good if you use their creature type construct. Yeah, no, if you really lean into constructs, they're pretty decent, but I mean, that's with just about everything. But I think in terms of the fact that they just have a little bit less health than normal, I'm not going to tend to choose them unless we're leaning aggressively into constructs. Which, I mean, I guess would make sense, wouldn't it? Go ahead and taunt these guys over here. You've got no choice. To get all the juice from them, I think they are a good front line to replace your early pikes. I view them as a transition unit for mid-game. Let's see. I think the halberdiers actually are a little bit better than, or quite a bit better than your copper golems, just because they're a tier 2 unit. But they're not bad. We've been using them to pretty good effect. And when they do evolve, they're really good. Run in and stab them in his elephant cheeks. Man, they're not bad as pole arms. Not my favorite, but they're not bad. Go ahead and give them a decisive command. I think we would prefer to give it to the arbalists. Refill their ability. And just blast it again. Yoink. It looks like we're missing. Ooh, we hit him with a sniper shot. That's a lot of damage for no reason. Why is it missing? Let's see if it'll tell us. Long range, and oh, they've got quick reflexes, that's why. Fair, I guess. Nah, I'm just gonna go for the sniper shot. Get rid of them. That's a lot of damage. Hey, land party, good to see ya. Now that we're having a land party, this will be a great time. I indeed agree. Let's go ahead and sprint up this way. I think we'll go ahead and decisive command the pole arms so they can move up and bother someone else. You can remove some of their defense there. Not a terrible time. We can shoot in some magic missiles too to kind of weaken. That's a lot of damage. Since they've already lost their ability, we'll just go ahead and punch you in the face a couple times. Man, send that defense on down. I use sprint on up. Let's see if we can. These things firing next turn. See, it says for one turn. I don't know if I trust it. Really not great overdraw. Can we gild anything here? Electrified, sundered, but not what we need. Getting hit by the giant would not be great, so let's just let them come on over here to us. I'm gonna have these guys fall back, though. That way when the repeater fires again, it doesn't quite hit everyone. First, I gotta enjoy the stream, I gotta eat my food. What you snacking on today there, Land Party? Force them to come in and attack, but then we're in range of the giant, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I guess we can come to here and taunt them. It didn't work. Now the giant is gonna run up and punch him in the face, which is not ideal. That would have stayed right next to you then. Then you can come over here to help in case they need it. There we go. Next. It's the random AI group that came with us. I kind of hoped you could fly up and over the walls, but you can't, so that's a bummer. Blastification is way too far away. Well, this is not amazing. They've got to trundle their way through all the caltrops. Get with bolts. And getting another guild there would be incredible. It's not much damage. Out of range. Yeah, that's indeed true. We'll still go for it. On the off chance we get them to possibly gild these bolt repeaters. And just come up to the front line. Alright, wind barrier up. Got myself a pizza from one of the best places around. What is the best place around, in your opinion? See, because mine's changed quite a bit over the years. They also, just because of where we live, the people have kind of stopped trying. The Casey's is incredible. Like the gas station. Yeah, no, it's just the way it is. There's a way to share a link with the build I created. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure. I don't think I have links blocked right now. But if you share any goofy links that could get you blocked, you absolutely will be. Ups, maybe the link. Oh, I see. Well, if it works, we'll be happy to add it on in. Yeah, I'm thinking I was gonna say, I'm thinking these guys aren't long for the world. But we can lose one here in this fight. Need to make sure we avoid our own AI next time, because they're kind of messing things up with their units. Because I had a bunch of support guys to heal, and now they're not here. Man, those quick reflexes are unfortunate. He's not got any strength from steel. Well, that line's not doing so well. I'm thinking we still have to keep going for the bolstering chant. It's a bit unfortunate, but we can kind of double up the heals we get. And also make them tankier. So we'll bolstering chant you. Everyone on our squad gets fortune. Rip infantry. Indeed. They try their best. We need to get into the front line with you so we can gild. Oh yes, no, go ahead and hit me back. Did it gild? Oh, the gilded curse didn't go off. Oh well. We'll go ahead and make sure we've got second wind active. So we'll just go ahead and kill this beetle real quick. It didn't gild, man. Impressive resistance there, sir. Let's go ahead and overdraw here. And try to double up the attacks into that unit. Crits. You don't have a Discord, I can drop my Steam ID. We actually do have a Discord. I think it's linked in. It should be linked in the description. You can jump on into our Discord and drop it in. One of the, I think the War Room or any of the ones that might be. My brain's blanking on ones that might be applicable right now, but still. That's what the War Room's for. Multiple bolts you. Good night, sweet prince. We can just move up and get a normal snapshot. So much damage. And then the bolt repeater. Oh, you can shoot again. See, that's concerning for their bolt repeater. Let's fire between here. Take out one of these archers. I don't need any more miasma shot. No thanks. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this. We're gonna get hit by everyone then. Let's go ahead and just defensive sweep here. Sure. I'm going to strength from... I should have probably done that first. That's alright. Can't hit anyone. Move off to the side here. Fire into their flank. Some pretty chunky damage. A better chance to hit it all. We have to get way over here close to the giant, which I do not want to do. From steel here. That's not worth it at all. Just go stand back in the trees. Is there a plan to take out the giant? You're just sort of winging it. We're just kind of leaving him alone for now. I was kind of winging it with him. Let's see if we can just gild him real quick. That's the new plan. It didn't work. Yep, we took winging it a little bit too far. Oh, we missed the last time. That's unfortunate. Hit both of you with the transmute. I want to just take out this tower here, but we can't really get it to do so very well. We could kill it if we hit it all the times there. It's just not likely to happen. Yeah, I'm just going to try to take the tower out. Alright, it's gilded. You there, Wind Ranger. We will push the fools away. Force them to use some movement to get back into contact with us. And turn. Try to get punched in the face by a giant. As a family owns a small chain, I think that fighter fight. Oh, cool. Alba Donaire, then they expanded, now they call it Forno Alba. That sounds good. A lot of the small places tend to be pretty great. Little family owned. They've got their own secret recipes. My favorite pizza is also small family owned. Yeah, I bet. That sounds... Hideaway is my favorite go-to if we're going to sit down somewhere, though. We don't have too many crazy, like, fancy pizzerias in my area. Or even fancy, like, family-owned ones, or small family-owned ones, for that matter, actually. Okay, so the giant fell back and threw more rocks at us. We need to get its attention. So let's go ahead and awaken some more stone here. That takes that entire tower down, and then we'll go ahead and just start dealing damage. So it should get the giant's attention. It may just go after whatever our weakest unit is that it can reach, because the AI does tend to go after that. It's not going to deal that much damage there, though. We can just keep bolstering. Let's go. Have a great game session. See you later, Samuel. Appreciate you for stopping on by. I'd like to try to gild. Yeah, nice big AoE. Didn't work, but we do get some damage. We'll overdraw here just to see. Never punished. I think everything else here, though, is an absolute no-go. We can still try it. I will take a graze. That's some damage. Overdrawing. I will fire on these guys. Just get some... Oh, or miss. That's gonna be... You know what? We even forgot to get our fortune. Well done, wizard. 9 of 5 is a chain I know to be good, though. Fair enough. Sounds good. We're naming off stuff I've never heard of, which is always cool. Let's go ahead and restore these guys. I don't care so much about our crossbows. They're good, but they're not winning the game for us. They're not one of our win cons. Spears, you're gonna have to walk away to get stabbed. Who's up close? Oh, interesting. We get closer in any way? No, we really can't. Here, let's go ahead and sneak up behind these guys then. Punch them in the back. Nice crit. I do want to get up and around so we can actually get some positive chances to hit here. Molten. Ah, we gilded them too. Don't know if that counts. They didn't turn into statues. I was gone for a minute. Did I miss anything important? Nah, we're just chopping our way through these baddies here. Move up, go for the snapshot. Mage lock. Mage lock with Devastator. A bit closer. There's no percent chance to hit. Go for it. And you miss. The worst you can do is hurt friendlies. Yeah, we might as well kill some units. Halberds do have 2 retaliations, but we'll drop their morale a little bit. Giant comes in, hits us with a heavy charge strike. Doesn't really hurt us that much. We're taking around 30 total, and we can heal it up. Should be able to at least. These guys have been pretty useless, but sometimes that's the way it be. Yeah, just take down this thing. Let everyone else get actually to do things. Darters are pretty meh in terms of missile troops. They become much better when they have some more range. But you have to do some work to get them that range. Alright, that's you guys. Useful. Oh, yeah, we're just talking pizza. Yeah, you missed an important discussion about pizza, the favorite pizza places. So, Dido King, what's your favorite pizza place? Oh no, Wind Spirit down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Those are my gold mages. You better relax. We're gonna come over here with a quake. Oh, actually, before we do, we can't forget. Yes, it's costing us a lot more casting points, but let's hit him with another bolstering chant. Keep some troops alive. You transmuter. 0%. I love it. We can at least just stop them from retaliating, unless we miss horribly. Well, sometimes I do like that. Let's go ahead and... I don't want to sacrifice these arbalists if I don't have to. They're just going to fire in with the overdraw. It won't quite kill, so we can risk it. At least stops them from retaliating. Can't stop them from, though. A heap of strength from steel. We're just doing the old Total War thing and ignoring their strongest unit. I'm gonna break it through morale. Small family-owned pizza place called Pizza Parlor. Oh, did you already respond to that one? I think you did. Yeah, you did. You were here for the discussion about pizza. Oh, this was my other way to deal with it. We're just gonna run in and punch him in the face with our gold pickaxe. Kill that unit. Even damage here. Let's go ahead and just go for the damage. Yeah, because we go for the quake and take him out. Make bombs. The other one's mobilized. Can we hit him with the guild? Oh, just barely not. Now you're gonna join the guild one way or another. Can't really hit anyone. I'm still gonna go for the shot. Actually, we can decisive command and turn people into money. Or murder them and not turn them into money. Yeah, that works too, I guess. Let's do a heap of friendly fire damage. Ouch. Let's go with the giant then. Lawn darts of doom. We'll second wind give us one more hex of movement. Might as well tear down their walls because we're rude. Get wrecked, walls. And then we'll have you run in behind them. Sure, all the bleeding. Then we can go ahead and decisive command. Oh, we can't quite reach our transmuter. I'll just decisive command you then. He's already super strengthened. Yeah, let's go ahead and slaughter the... It's wasting their triple attack, but it does kill one of their units again. So then we'll go for the single swing on the giant. Don't gild it. Can I hit an AoE? Yeah, we can. So if we alt fire, I can shoot an AoE shot. 30% chance to hit, we can still go for it. Hey, we missed him, but we still hit him. Hello. But you never asked me the question you just asked. Did I ask a question? Oh, fair enough. I didn't ask you directly. Alright, everyone. Forward to glory. You guys could have spawned in on the wrong side. What else you got for me? Low morale giant? No, stop it. See, that was useless. We are too strong for you. Gerald. Show him the true... Oh, see, we can go for an execute. Molten thrice. We must molten the giant. And also shoot you in the face you run. Leave. You there, sir. Leave. Ah, he's still hanging in there. See, that should be... Yeah, he's running now. Okay, cool. And then... we try to execute him. It doesn't work. Triple strike. Gold giant. Oh, well, that's the way, I guess. We win. Yeah, no, I do remember now, though, Dino King. Listen, sometimes I'm very jumbled. And we only lost one Anvil Guard in the fight, and he wasn't that elite, so we'll take it. Smoggin falls to... I like that there's no defenders, but it's like, no, they're fine. Smoggin falls. We shall vassalize them. We really only want the cities that are underground. We'll bring this one into our fold if we can afford it later on. We could move up and crush Fengholm too. And that would bring us in some Archon blood. You know what? We're bloodthirsty. We do need to stay here for the turn it takes to actually vassalize, though, because I've had the AI sneak up and steal it from us afterwards. Pretty frustrating. But I mean, all's fair. Production at Goldhaven, beautiful. The Bastion's barricade would keep them very safe. But we're gonna go for the Academy, be nice and greedy. That we like more than safety, knowledge. Yeah, we're gonna leave you back to build up another army because we do have the forces of Ragnarok approaching. So Surtur and one of his Brontus are moving on in solo, and then he has a bunch of other armies kind of stacking up here to take out Wall, one of our vassals. So we are building up an army to stop them. We just don't have a lot of mana right now, so we're trying to build that up as well. All of our units right now, even if they are kind of low tier, are taking around 13 mana. I guess he's not low tier, but let me... Still, 13 mana. They're expensive boys. So this army's makeup is 2 crossbows, an anvil guard, steel shaper, and a shard lancer. 2 bastions, and anvil guard. We could probably use some more support then. 1 support here. Yeah, we can definitely use some more support. Are there 3 heroes down here? No, there's just 2. Okay, cool. We also are working towards getting all of the different artifacts of this map. We've actually discovered where 2 of them are. We just haven't quite built up an army strong enough to take them on. There's a bunch of dragons down here in the Searing Dungeon. And I think a tier 5 animal, too, one of the primevals. I think it's the primeval basilisk, which has a chance of... It can just turn your units into snakes on their side and also petrify them. And then the other one we have is above the ground here. Whoop. This Crystal Storm Plateau, where we need to collect Lithoran cores, which we can do... Actually, probably immediately after taking Smoggin here. So we'll move over here and finish up this one. We'll try our best to. Yeah. Alright, then we'll also make our people gold touched. So we can make more cash. Let the gold sickness take over completely. And we can just go all in. How much are the Arbalists costing? 20 and 6 as opposed to, or I guess the clay ones as opposed to our normal. 33 damage on an overdraw, or 33 just normally. That is such a crazy unit. We are Legion. Let's go ahead and give her the Clay Arbalest Legion. Yeah, that sounds amusing. Now it's time for a party. Finished all my pizza. What do you want to? What do you want to drink? You got everything, huh? Anything but Tang. Ugh. Now, Lampard, you really do everything. You're all stocked up. 72. So I would like to know where the rats are. I mean, this is their capital. We could just move in and crunch that now and not deal with any more armies marching through, and then we can safely handle the plateau. I think that's the tactical play. When does Smoggin? Wow, 3 turns. That's a long time. Cosmic Conclave. Someone has finished some astral research, so we get... Oh yeah, this was the other thing that happened. So since we had finished up all of our crystalline knowledge artifacts here, which you get through buying them from the dwelling, we gained the Cosmic Conclave happening, where every time someone on the map finishes research, we get a boon, depending on what kind of research it is. So since it's astral, we get some mana, which is crazy. Yeah, it shows it off here. So depending, all of your cities first off get 100% extra knowledge, which is just goofy strong. That's why we're up to 1,000. And I haven't even really been stacking it as hard as some people can do. And we also gain, like I said, so order gives us stability, chaos gives us draft, astral mana, materium gold, nature food, shadow more knowledge, and then research without any affinity gives us imperium, and then dual affinity gives us both, which is we're the only one who gets this, so it's pretty dang crazy. Frenzying focus is done, so now our mages have more range, and she'll deal more damage with every stack, making our transmuters terrifying. And which is why we're also leaning into astral there. I don't remember who exactly asked, but that's why. Mr. Invader, hope they add more content involving sea in the futures. I agree. 100%. In fact, if we have another separate tile layer for underwater, I don't know exactly... Yeah, no, I guess you could do it where it's a layer kind of between underground and overground, and it's only on the areas where the underground isn't. I don't know, that'd be kind of a difficult one. But maybe another layer for underwater would be really cool. But I also think they should add another layer for, like, the air, like they have in Planetfall. You've got, like, an aerial layer. So that, for, like, the celestial heavens, could be really awesome. But then you got so many layers in the maps that you just kind of toggling through everything. Not much. Dream much, but if you're in Germany, you get here. That's fair enough. Yep, you gotta be stocked up. I understand. Alright, so where do we head next? Tome of the Crucible allows us... meteor projectiles? Hang on now, get out of my face. Makes base attacks deal extra fire damage for everyone that has a projectile. That could be the one. Wonder why are we missing? Hang on, let me see exactly what we've got this entire time, because it's been a smidge. Why do we not have the final Materium tome? I guess we don't have enough tier 4 Materium tomes. That's fine. Here's what we'll do. Neither of these are very good. Well, I mean, not for what we're doing here. I don't want to attune them to the astral. Let's see. Tome of Severing allows us to completely get rid of other people's enchantments, so it's just the ultimate counter to anything anyone's trying. I'm thinking that's what we go for. Make it so when enchanted unit enters defense mode, it also... Yeah, that's what we're going. We're going to now counter everyone else's enchantments. We're the only ones who get gold.
Slaying a
Copy that, there you go.
is similar to slaying any other monster. It necessitates preparation. If your mark is prone to conjuring astral creatures, it is vital to sever their connection and remove their arcane crutch. This is achieved through a complex incantation, by administering minor astral siphoning pests, or, should the opportunity arise, by simply slitting their throat.
By murdering the hell out of them. That's how you deal with a wizard. Don't tell people how to deal with my guild. Get out of here, you. We're mainly doing this because, in fact, my guild, speaking of, for our channel, I've basically created a whole... The channel is the guild. So I've created a whole heap of factions that are basically the different branches of our wizard guild. And the Magistrix is in charge of our R&D, and she is here and has declared war on us, so we are having to put her down. Would have taken it right away, but I got distracted. Fair enough. Alright, so what we're going to do is spell ward. Oh wow, that's... Just conjure down a spelljammer anywhere you want it? Okay. Magic origin unit has a 60% chance of just dying. That's also pretty incredible. We're not going to use these golems here. I have gilded battle mages. Let's go for the spelljammer where we want it. The Tome of Severing. Yeah, the Tome of Serving, huh? That is pretty on point. Yeah, no, so since she is basically astral, all astral, and I feel like that's going to be kind of our final boss here, dealing with all of her her enchantments and such will be a cinch once we have that. Also, base unit upkeep is reduced by 10% per rank. Now our units are very cheap. And will only get cheaper. We need also to save for another city. Which I've kind of failed to do. Work camp go. And now we head back to prepare for the invasion. We have the armies, and if Surtur wants to try something, he can find his fiery cheeks clapped. Let's go up to the surface again. See exactly what he's up to. I'd also like to get down here and clear this dragon's lair, because he'd give us all sorts of goodies. So he's moving into solo siege gold wall. What a champion. Meanwhile, his men have moved into proper wall. How tough are they? How tough am I? Get a full bottle of ketchup. So really not. They've got Brutal Mark. What about his normal troops? Rev 1 is scarce. What is going on here? So the Sons of... Okay, now maybe we can see exactly what they've got. So Sons of Muspel have Spawnkin going... Oh, so they're goats now. They're wee goats that enjoy having a good time and stabbing people. They're not really very scary, I can't lie. Let's go and punch them in the face. Come here, goats. I got something for you. How many of these armies can move? And they actually have added in, with the Griffin update, the group move. So if we shift-click everyone here, you can see exactly where everyone will move based on the little orange. It's not going to tell you which armies will move where, but you can kind of see exactly where they'll kind of end up. Those are all groups of 6, right? Yeah, let's get in here and throw some hands. Surtur, Excuse me, where's my third army? Oh, we got gypped. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Well, see, misclicks everything. I do wish there was a backspace for movement sometimes, but I also see you would be able to really... Oh, that's so unfortunate. You'd be able to really exploit it by... Neither of these guys have heroes. Well, Kind of have no choice, do we? Does Independence move last? We move anyone back in to join, or how many can we get out of there? Everyone but the Shard Lancer can actually move up to help. Okay, the Shard Lancer was the problem. That's fine. I think that's way more acceptable. Man, that was spooky. Still could end up getting smacked. They've got some champion flame strikes going on, so they're gonna be dropping fire all over the place. Let's see if we can hold the line. Actually, let's see how auto resolve does, and then I want to fight it. Hey there, all. Is this a new playthrough or a continuation? This is a continuation, so we get drop kicked. Fair enough. We'll see if we can do better. This is a continuation. I have the... I think I'm going to... Since this one has been going on for a good 3 or 4 streams now, I'm probably going to set this one up with its own playlist, but I have the playlist in the description for all of our Age of Wonders streams, and these should be the last ones in the... Maybe the first ones if this playlist is all messed up. Either way, they should either be the first or the last videos in the playlist if you want to get caught up. Not surprised when I've gone for 5 minutes, a whole bunch of happens that I don't know what's going on. Well, now, we are attacking the Sons of Muspel. They're trying to bring Ragnarok to our allies, and we shall stop them. The It'd be really horrifying to see what kind of spells Surtur has too. So his warriors really, excuse me, game. They're not that tough. And we can only hope. All right, let's draw them in. So you can awaken Earth as well. That's such a good spell. Let's go ahead and try to draw this melee fighter in. So move to exactly where he can reach. See, like, in battles, it seems to be fine for you to be able to backspace if you move somewhere you don't want. But on the map, you can use it to uncover Fog of War, which I feel like is incredibly cheeky. And not in a good way. It's too exploitable. Bastion to here, you can kind of move up alongside. Hey there, random name. Hey, Space, have you noticed any egregious anti-player bias in this game? Yes, I have. No, anti-player bias in this game is pretty aggressive. But what I will say is that, while I did just say that, they also seem to make decisions a little bit. So, my other game that I played for the most part, besides this that's strategy, would be Total War. So, the anti-player bias in that is so egregious that it is sometimes shocking. This one, it's not as bad as Total War. It's definitely there, and you will notice it. But they will take stock of who's around them. So if they have, for example, we're at war with an Eldritch Sovereign right now, but she has an enemy with Gondor right next to her. So that is actually playing into her decision making, where she's not just coming flying at us and ignoring the war with Gondor. Where in Total War, it's very obvious that every single one of the AI is being piloted by the same. I guess all of the factions rather are being piloted by the same AI. How my dialect would be if I talked to the native speaker. It'd be so weird. Listen, lads. But what am I saying? Yeah, so it's obvious in Total War that the AI are all playing with basically the same. It's the same AI for all the factions, so it'll make decisions that are just terrible when it's on your side. And when it comes to making decisions for the AI, they suddenly are master tacticians. And sometimes that's a bit egregious. But in this one, it's not quite that bad. Although if you're in the auto-resolve, or if you're in, like, the auto-battle and you have an ally, they will just play like a brain-dead starfish. That's a fact. They'll do it every time. Can you do anything before we end the turn? Magic Missile. Magic Missile. Yeah, weaken him on his way in. Zap. You big dumb. You'll learn today. Is it need asking with Warhammer 3? Yeah, so Warhammer 3 is much worse than this. This one's there, but it only really exists, I would say, in the auto battles. Like if you say, give your allies over to an AI, and you say, you go ahead and command them, they go, okay, they run them all forward like bricks. I'm back with my tea. Welcome back, Alligator. Catching up on what happened on 2x speed. We'll soon be up to date again. I'm sure that sounds amusing. I kind of want to call those thunderstorms. It's expensive, though. All units become wet, and one random unit takes lightning damage. Ooh, actually, they all deal fire, so it's lightning storm time. Sorry, fools. The game had a heart attack for a moment. Misfortune removed, and everyone has now been drenched. So what's your plan there? Demons? I can just sit back and wait for you to come to us. So they want to have at least 60% of their army in range, is what I think the dev blog said. So, I mean, they might be there. Come and fight me, clowns. Here, we'll move you up once. Round. Yep. We'll just kind of back up a little bit. There we go. And then we're just gonna stay here. We'll summon in the rocks next turn if they decide not to come after us. I'm predicting a lot of bomb spells, so let's move you into the woods a bit. The mushroom woods. And we pass. No reason to wait. Or let's get out of formation here. More misfortune, huh? Bold strategy. And a big waste of your mana. See, those burning spells, as we have been soaked, are not really that big a deal. I mean, that's gonna hurt, but you only have one lightning damage unit. The badger's moving in. Alright, fair enough. Let's get on 3 times speed. Moving all these supports in. We still need to try to focus down their damage dealers. So next turn, depending, we'll probably just drop a fulmination. It does every turn? That's awesome. Who got hit by lightning? Oh, we didn't get to see. That's just too bad. Oh, who wants a fulmination? I think the hero does. Zap. Everyone gets some fortune, and we can start blasting. 50% chance to hit only, really. I mean, it still gives us a really good chance to dodge theirs. Just stay together. 26 damage. 3 additional strength and get rid of any kind of... Yeah, let's do that. You stay here. And we'll move both of you guys in together, so... Lock these mages in. I think it's Shard Lancer you as well. Let's see in just a moment. They obscured? Yeah, they are. That's okay. We'll just move to here and blast them. That's the way. Shard Lancer, you can move up then and go for the... Oh, we get played by the hexes. That's fine. Nah, no reason to taunt. Let's just start chopping into them. Sunder that defense. And the more you lock them in place, the worse time they have. No defense mode for you. Gild them. Oh, you're just barely far enough away. I said we gild these two guys. Go for it. The reason I say that is I think if you're a champion... Oh, you're definitely not. Never mind. So when they become a champion, their transmute changes to having a chance of gilding enemies, and that's why I'm saying it. So until then, it just is setting up bombs on them with our crystal focus. Overdraw crossbow here. That's a graze, so they don't actually lose their defense mode. Big transmute on the... Now just hit these guys again. Oh, you're fine, and there's no issues with discussion in the comments here. Not one bit. As long as we don't start talking about crazy stuff. And you know full well what I mean. And we're opening ourselves up to some flanks here, but I think that's fine because it'll draw these guys out of good formation too. Step up. We'll take the fire damage. Start chunking through them. Oh, so wait, they're gonna try to flank. Move on 3, just go for the Steel Blast. Pretty tanky shield unit, I'll give him that. That resistance. I'm thinking our Copper Golem here is going to take some damage next turn for sure. Instead of the melee strike, let's go for the defensive sweep. Joining the guild is a good idea. Everyone should join. One of us. I agree. Everyone should join the guild. There's room for all. That first wet removed. Hey now. No one asked for that. So far, they're not doing that much damage to us. This is a slow grind with light playing proper dolly. Hey, stop it. You're embarrassing me in front of my wizard friends. To be linked after the live stream. Oh yeah, no, there's absolutely a link in. I think there should actually be a link to join the guild in the description. Absolutely. What? You gave them some morale? And what is that gonna do? Cheer up, pyromancers. Soon you shall burn. Aye. Those are my arbalists. You leave them alone. The reason I'm not speeding it up is I want to see the lightning strike at him, but let's see if we can catch it. That's some damage. We can heal it up. Hey, leave them alone. They try to fall back. They're doing no damage now. Alright, lightning storm. Bzz. This guy back here got hit, but it doesn't actually have an animation, which is a shame. Oh, they died too. Here lies Pyromancer, slain by lightning. Link to the guild is in the description of the stream. That's fair enough. I see you running away from my arbalists. It won't work. But we see you. Wait, hang on now. Let's go for that bolstering. Give you a wee bit of health. Got a defense mode with an overdrawn crossbow shot. Oh, hang on now. That's too juicy. Can we? No, not quite yet. Alright, so first, champion resistance. Then we'll go ahead and we'll step out of the fire and give him some health. There we are. I want to give the hero some space, so yeah, we don't have a choice. We'll just chop through him. He's got a volatile charge on him. One more crit. Alright, so let's take him down. Step forward, kill. Then we'll use this to summon some earth in. Oh, the fumble! Oh, hang on, now we're good. He's gilded. Excuse me, lie again. What can't be affected? Destroy obstacle, because we can't see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Behind you. It was a rock. It's good douche. Mobilizes one of them. Move up. Blast them with the bolts. Since they're gilded, as you can see, they've turned to gold. When they die, they become a statue that we can mine. It's perfectly within the convention, don't worry. Kill these goofy charge units. Don't really want to turn our back to them, I can't lie. I may just have to sacrifice that arbalist for the greater good. For the greater good. Run. Hey, you lose your fortune. Well, can we have the spearman go back? That'll work. Zap. Yeah, you go take them down. Big shard lancer of doom. Or do they slip away? You cheeky rat. Go for it. Down with the bloody beast. Now what are you gonna do? Let's go kill... We'll trap you, take out their support. Same thing here, try to keep all of them in place. Give yourself a little bit more defense. And then we'll do damage here. Excellent. I think we'll come on over and just get some damage on... Ooh. Make them a bit tankier. I don't trust this Watcher. And then just get some damage on this set of mages. Volatile charge. Every time you see that, that means they're going to detonate with physical and lightning damage at some point. Ouch. Rest in peace, copper golems. Since when was this a stream advocating the Tau? Since always. They have railguns en masse. Don't you worry about the creepy hive mind stuff. Leave him alone. He's a sweet crystal boy. Might as well just keep armoring up. Chop him down. That extra damage, 30 damage a swing is goofy. Who else? Can we take him out this next turn? Oh, almost. Go for a couple of melee strikes here. I like that all the skulls are just running for the hills. No, there is no escape. Alright, they're gonna go ahead and break. Turn and chop this eyeball. Bonk it right in its cornea. Yeah, you too. Nothing battle mages, they have nothing. Shard lance, you can actually step here and hit both of them with your... Hang on, now we forgot. Bolster. Stab. Now they're both immobilized. Sweet business. And then... Not dealing much damage, but a crit makes it way better. Take out any of your units. That looks like the answer is no. We'll go for it, though. 50%? That's a crit. So maybe we can. Especially if you crit twice. Just move here and kill this unit. Keep them morale drops coming. I'm sorry, the stream's advocating the down. Oh, absolutely. The greater good. And for the greater good, all of you must be turned into statues. How exciting for you all. Big day for statues. Oh, come on now. Can't reach anyone with a guild? Go for it! Oh, you've turned into a rock. That's unfortunate. If we can try to guild a couple of them, the battle immediately ends, then I'm thinking we get to just immediately turn them to statues. I don't think we're not enough. These two aren't running yet. We can't make it happen, I don't think. We might. 5%. You failed me. Easily for the last time. Why are you running? We got a hammer with your name on it. No, we shall run them down and turn them to gold. He's not golden. Come here. We'll fix that right up. It resisted. Or not. And we're gonna get in front of you so you can't leave. There's only death. Maxwell Silverhammer would be proud. Move on in and... Steel Blast. I realized we should have Fulmination him as well. Bzz. Now we have a higher chance of hitting him with the old crits. At this point, we're just rubbing salt on the wound, but... Hoping to get some more gilding going, but looks like the answer is no to that. Which is a shame. Try to get these guys. Nope, but it was a crit. And chase down these war shaman. Another crossbow bolt to the back. Oh yeah, missed. You missed too, 60%. A bummer. 65, 25, let's just hit these guys, and if they miss, they hit them. Kill the more complete unit. The one that gets through the tomes too. I think Scalds take longer to recruit. Yeah, they're a tier 3 instead of a tier 2. Missed. That's fine. We'll go ahead and pass there. Likely they escape, but... Run for the hills. Walk up and try to gild them. Ah, they've got bombs. That's not quite the same thing. Unibomb is not quite the same as you made a gold. Well, pickaxe has the final chance. No, they remain flesh. Oh no, it says gilded, but I think it's not going to count because they died beforehand. I would lose 2 of our tier 1 units, is no problem. Take that reward. See that you remain. We can't have that, can we? And they're gone. Okay, so now we just have to deal with Surtur and his best friend Brontus. Brontosaurus the Dead. Alright, now what we got going on? We've captured Gita the Attuned. As long as we have the prison, we actually will generate income, and they will have a chance to come to us and say, hey, we'll give you something if you let us out. Bounty has been posted, sure. Takes 20 turns, we can try to go for it. Heavy emphasis on try. Alright, for this rally we've got some bastions. Golems aren't a bad call, but we're not really going for a construct build just per se. Which I guess never mind, yeah we are because we've got golems. What am I saying? Province was pillaged, giving us 75 gold. And this war of ours is tiresome. You would say that when you're losing, wouldn't you? You would say that. Come down and join this army building at the Glittering Peak. I'll probably actually have you step off as a secondary crew. They just have to, you can only stack a legion 4 times. So I guess we'll just go 4 arbalists. For that setup there. The peak is generating knowledge for us, which is only something you can do once you've got the Crystal Conclave. Pretty great. Now I'm thinking next we'll just snag in the Masonic Hall. Get a bit better production going here. You guys are all hanging out in Smoggin and waiting for it to vassalize. It's a boring job, but it is yours. Alright, a new day. Just looking at where we needed to grab for our golden wonders for the Age of Materium victory too. We've got 1, 2 near us because there's a second one up here next to Middleton, so that's our chanting tower. Need to find the third one. Oh yeah, the Tree of the Fae, that'll do. So Surtur, we've got a bunch of them over here. He won with just impressive. Materium research done, so we got ourselves some gold, food, stability, draft, mana, and then some more stability. Kill Fangolm, we can accept this one as well. Acquired, beautiful. Alright, well we need to try to get up there and stop them from burning the city to the ground. Let's bring this arbalist to join you. We want the heroes all together, so completely misclicked that one. We all come together, and then we'll start moving after Surtur there. Forces of order, march. Think the Lancer can join back up? Good, good, good. Okay, good. He also will probably just take off running from here. Which is why I'm building up an army in Glittering Peak. Arbalist, you go ahead and join at the peak. And you too. All that extra draft from people's research was incredible. Oh, good. We could also... Oh, not quite. Oh, it's on cooldown, is it? We could reveal the entire world. mean, while interesting, it's not nearly as good as coming into this dwelling and grabbing the Eternal Embassy here, which is a city structure that grants us mana, knowledge, and Imperium. What did that give us? Research? That's awesome. Oh, that's incredible. Goldhaven can annex another province, and so now it's no longer. It would no longer be a hermit city then. So sorry, we can't do that. You can forever not expand. I'm thinking we want some steel shapers then. So traveling with glitter with this army, we want probably 2 steel shapers. We don't have the means. We have to summon the golden golem. Likely, but we don't have it yet. One more obelisk then. You're staying here. I will go ahead and have Lavasdale. Well, I would like to come on down here and expand further. We're just going to probably not, and we're going to let this outpost take a lot of this territory. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a quarry here at the forge. Next to the forge. Eternal Embassy. That's the way. Eternal Embassy here, and pretty much anywhere we can build one. Which is our only 3 cities. That's the way it is. Alright, cool. What else can we build? I'm thinking a secondary steel shaper here. We'll bring it up to join with the Glittering Peak. No rats. Take 2 turns for us to vassalize them. Don't like having to sit here. Don't see any of the rats. You know what? We're not going to sit here. We're going to move on. Unless these crystals walk out and come get us. Oh, fall back. Here, we'll step outside of the city bounds with a couple of you here so we can try to get a little bit more punishment. If any of them are attacked, they will bring everyone in. Good, good, good. Alright, Arbalest, Monolith's done. And now it's looking good, looking good. I'll go ahead and pass the turn. We'll have our gold touch people next turn. Some more research is done. And I guess that'll work out anytime we grab any of these here in the dwelling. So if we want, we could grab, like, not this one, but, for example, the Lutheran Needler here, who's going to cost us 180. That, I believe, counts as research, so it gives us gold and... Wow. The amount of Imperium they give is also so nice. What is the order you normally build your buildings in the city? You just wing it. I tend to change it depending on what we're looking at. I tend to try to grab a library first, or whatever the very first tier knowledge building is. That way you can kind of power through your research quickly. Or from there, I tend to go for either your whatever the kind of mixed hybrid building is for your culture. Whatever the best one is for your kind of your general starting setup. That's hilarious. Stop him from burning gold wall. Good grief. Absolute menace. Bring the road up. It's easier to get over here to the future. I think I'm gonna get off. See everyone. See you, Dino King. Thanks for stopping by. More gold, mana, gold, knowledge, all sorts of good stuff. Bounty was created. Got the Greaves of Nope, which shall go immediately to Gerald. 5 and 2, we can increase that. So with the Greaves of Nope, it goes up by 2 each and gives him Slippery, so he no longer triggers any kind of opportunity attacks. Preparation is everything. I cannot believe that's the first time we got that. Adept Robe of Fortune. Be really good for any of our casters. We have one caster, Glinda Learned. Enjoy your adept robes. Alright. Now we get 1 gold per population and 2 additional resistance. Where go? The gold sickness is now fully taken over and has become a plague. We're making some cash now, though. Conjure Spellword and Lithering Needler. Gilding Blast? I guess I didn't see this. Grants units in a 1-hex radius a 90% chance of becoming gilded. Alright, let's lock it. We'll grab this one because it's free. Oh, Gilding Blast is... Oh, but we need the Golem. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and lock... Excuse me. Lock Gilding Blast, and we'll grab the Gold Golem for our final tier spear unit. Work camp's done. I mean, none of these. I thought we could grab the gold. I was incorrect. I guess we'll just grab the forester then whenever it's time to be a city. $700 to rush that? I don't think so. We're not that desperate for the embassy. Sonic Hall is extremely cheap. We'll throw in the embassy here too. Everywhere we can. Wayne has completed his major ambition. Government City has a gold income of plus 200, gives him artisan equipment, so you now cost a lot more, but have 10 hit points, 1 defense, 1 resistance, and 10% more damage for all units in your entire squad, which is pretty dang crazy. Gold Legion's March. It's surrounded by mountains. This is such a good place for a city. You come forward 1. If he attacks, all should get involved. There's literally nothing else you guys can do. Don't even play. And you stay here and keep building up your forces. We're gonna go ahead and grab Frenzying Focus next. That way our spellcasters are horrifyingly effective. And then just for the disrespect, we're gonna go ahead and Lightning Torrent Surtur. Bzz. Purely for the disrespect. Fire Giant burning stuff. It does seem thematic. I made him a, what did I make his faction? The Chosen Destroyers, so he only can have 1 city and gets more income as he burns them. Greetings, Gilded Emperor. We've read this one a couple times. We've already reached the highest diplomatic state. Give us a challenging quest. Go capture this accursed trickster in a Pokeball. Sure. It pops up in a ritual circle right next to our house. Thankfully, it's a weak army for a challenging quest. Some extra stability in all of our cities. Mystical Seer leaves in 1 turn. Do I care? I don't think I do. Immediately reveal the full world map. I mean, we can buy this and we have plenty left over, so I think we'd be foolish not to. So now we can see everything. We know where you hide. Looks like Gondor is going to put a city down here. All of the Gondorians are in this section. Were you nice enough to give him some Chaos Affinity for extra bonuses, or is this Chosen Destroyer only the raising bonus he gets? I think I gave him some... I tried to make this an army that was thematic and useful. What did I give him? They've got Chosen Destroyers and Reclaimers, so they will be building things up quite a bit more. So pillaging and raising things gives them more binding. So he's going to have some pretty scary items, at least. He's got Mark of the Tower. So he's part order now, apparently. Cities that are tier 3 and higher grant 5 Imperium. I mean, fair enough. Seems to make sense to me. He's playing tall. Because he has 1 city. See, now that I'm going to rush. And then our Materium Amplifier gives our damage spells more physical. more lightning. Let's go Materium Amplifier Lens. Always use more transmuters. Rush that for 900. And no, I don't think so. 300 is fine. So how many of these are already taken up? We'll go for that transmutation circle to give us a free magic material anywhere we want it. I think we'll cover up the farm. We don't necessarily need 3 of them. And let's go ahead and grab our last thing we need here, the Fireforge Stone. Mine. Alright. We need to start getting some more items that I don't care about too so we can break them down. I like the Thunderbird mount, turn it into glue. I'm a little bit saddened, though, that you can't rebuild the Empowered Gold Seeker's pickaxe. You can only get the normal one. So the one we have that has all the crazy bonuses is just not something you can get. Serena has withdrawn to the void. So she's defeating them at Silver Wall, but lost her leader. Which, fair enough. Apply the Frenzying Focus. Thank you, Battle Mages. Go now, monsters. Alright, Surtur, you're gonna go ahead and cease, sir. That's enough. Go ahead and go to sleep. I don't know what you were thinking. Big Giant Falls. 300 knowledge generated because we have got some shadow. I'm sorry, static shield. Have a chance of becoming stunned. Mine. Man, this one's really good, but having a chance of just stunning people for hitting you is incredible. You've made a very poor mistake, sir. Front has been captured and Surtur has been kicked to the void. A new heir arrives in 0 turns. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn and ourselves get ready for the neck. Man, he's been able to build up armies fast, but they're not very tough, so I'm not really very worried. We could probably win this battle with this. Is there anything we can go ahead and give you to make you a little bit tougher? No, so we probably need to work on some more items, right? Items that aren't too crazy. So just like a missile. You can build mounts? Not yet. Probably when the chariots are here. Let's give like a trinket of meatification. Melee attackers have a chance of becoming stunned. Wow, that's awesome. We are instead going to go ahead and grab Siege Master, just 100. Recuperation costs 150. Let's go for recuperation then. Nice and simple. Horn of Restful Song. That's actually not a bad name either. Normally the name is kind of goofy. Alright, bring yourself down to Steel Shaper. Once you arrive, I think we should have plenty to take on this ritual circle. Oh, we already have plenty. I want to fight it myself, but we have plenty. Safe battle, let's do it. Oh wait, someone else was fighting with us? I didn't even see that. 11 Chaos. He's picking at least a lot of the good target, or a lot of the good choices there, Surtur, but now that we can actually give them a tome path with the Griffin patch, it's even better. Focusification. Okay, going insane right now would be not great. Crossbows move in. You are Legion. So your abilities are... Fair enough. We're just gonna not get too close. You have to stand still to use that one. Interesting. Well, sure. Bring us in a little Snow Spirit. He'll go live up here. Then our Legion crossbows, and that's our turn. Come on, Trickster, what you got? Oh, it's our allies. I can use you so poorly. Maybe we shouldn't have given command over to you. No, probably not. I can't lie. Now what you got, Trickster? That looks like a whole bunch of nothing. Fair enough. I hit him with some lightning. Zap. $29 damage. But if we get a crit, it's even crazier. But I'll stay melt. Snow Spirit, fastest spirits. They're skirmishers with 40 movement instead of 32. Yeah, I believe you're correct. They have 40. I think they do. The Tide Spirits might have an equal amount to them. And actually, you can get Tide Spirits now through a landmark. So before you were completely relying on creature cage RNG. Now there's a chance to get it. Yeah, missed, huh? That is vulnerability. Let's go. You can Mental Gateway deals damaged units, then teleports to target X. Interesting. I am going to instead focus Navigation. Or get a bit closer so we can freeze next turn. Let's do that. Gets to freeze with every hit anyway. Oh, I forget. I'm playing the AI too. Cheer. Can't really get in close enough. Primal and Materium, I would say, is a really not a good combo. Wish they made Wonders more thematical, for example, being able to recruit bandit units after taking over a bandit camp. I would agree. I think a little bit of a pass at their Wonders right now, especially a lot of the dated ones, and kind of giving a look over and seeing what they provide as in terms of bonuses. Giving access to more kind of different types of units for your builds is a good idea. These guys having to move and shoot is pretty silly. In a good way. They have just one no matter what. Can we go ahead and ice evocation you? Avoid being frozen. I'd rather not deal with any of that, thanks. Before we kill this unit. Oh, there's their it starts frozen too. Ah, you missed. Fair enough. Fairly low chance to hit. Fulminate just to get rid of them. And turn. How do they make them insane? Just talking about the primal darters and they do some damage. Big job. Yeah, you're going nowhere. Whoops, so go ahead and have the monkey fall back. Our poor Wind Spirit can't really do anything. I just got these cloned Cursed Tricksters. Awesome, no problem. Or those kind of crazy link units where when you kill the link, the other one just becomes the unit. But we had enough crossbows to seal the deal. Go ahead and taunt you, you got no choice. We're gonna be friends whether you like it or not. We just freeze our guy there. We'll try to freeze the spot we jumped to. Yeah, I'm thinking hands down the frost evocation for the elementalist is the strongest. It's not even close. Bumble. There's some stinky zombies. Bolstering mail. Garbage. Free chunks and fragments. Curse Trickster is successfully encapsulated within the large litherite crystal. Ritual Circle is dismantled. We gain a heap of mana and some Imperium. Sure. I don't need it. We've got Yule's done as well. Clear an underground infestation gives us an unstoppable leader. So everyone can now smash through all of the obstacles on the map like they don't exist. Wind Barrier is awesome. Alright, sweet. So that is another quest done. So just free mana. We could then also use to get Steel Skin. Give us even more defense. Gives us some lightning weakness. Yeah, let's amplify mines this turn to further boost our knowledge. At a very small cost. Then we could use some of our mana to... That's 600. I really want 600. Crystal Crash is physical and lightning damage. It costs a lot. Crystal and Essence also. But it revives a unit. Let's do that. Golden mana. And we can use that golden mana to buy Crystal Crash too. Don't declare war on them. Buy what they have. Alright, Gerald. Looks like the Lithuanian are... Where'd they go? I don't trust that at all. Oh, Smogin has now fallen under our control, so let's... see if we can lure those Lithuanian in. It'll be a tough fight, but it'll be one that I'm interested in fighting. And then we can... Oh, let's see if we can fall back once. And put an outpost here. Or just the heals. We can kind of jump in and out of here easily. Peak to join with this crew, which is pretty much already completed. Oh really? Oh, so we don't quite have. I thought we had it already done. Let's rush the transmuter. Get another transmuter. I actually got the lightning giant area. Yes, we do. We go nicely with what we're already doing. Come join here. We can definitely use more transmuters. So in terms of support, we have one here and then one in this army. We could definitely use more. We don't need as many copper golems as we have. We've discovered the Cursed Fields. If souls are attainable, this province grants 2 souls. And the Undying Battlefield Combat Achievement. You're 1 unit. Oh, cool. So she's got a bunch of skeletons we'll be dealing with. I'm so glad we grabbed the Tome of Severing. So what have you gotten set up right now? Gloom Strider, Magical Wards, and our Astral Blood. So we have set up to counter her perfectly. Before we end the turn. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab... Where's the dwelling? I lose it quickly. Looks like right here in the middle. They've already slain it, wizard. Here it is. Alright, so let's talk to the dwelling again. Because we have so much mana laying around, let's go ahead and grab the Simulacrum, which will give us even more. And allow us to then trade with them again, and grab Eternal Titan's Great Bow. Displace them. Does 25 damage a shot. It's pretty hefty. Eternal Litherite Orb is... yes. The Simulacrum, we can now get the tier 5 JoJo units. And that'll be the turn. What are you all gonna do? We've got the snowball rolling so heavy at this point. Fall back, Sitter. It's the only way. Oh yeah, and keep getting research. Perhaps your destinies will meet in the future again. See you later there, Zinch Corrupted Ogre. Stability, draft, mana, stability, and gold. We vassalized Queen's Fjorn. Beautiful. Everyone shall follow the Gilded Emperor. It's not telling us what this one's acting as. But we can probably easily see. By easily, I mean, it's one of these. They're burning his wildlife sanctuary. Get them. The ultimate evil. I think we should heal. And then we can go crush these simulacrums. Yeah, so you stay here with the troops. And heal up. I'll send you with your kind of smaller army to stop the wield. And capture and release it. You can just kind of both stand over here. Just in case anything comes out of the shadows. Just in case. We also need more city cap. Immediately conjure definitive magic material near each city in your empire. Let's save this, get a couple more cities, and then pop it. For each magic material, so 10 knowledge for 13 of them. That's a fair bit. No, just one more cities. Increase city cap. And then also get us access to teleporters so we can move around a little bit faster. And then SPIs can get us a little bit more gold. Gold golem ready to go. Polar unit that turns enemies to gold and brings home the spoils. And next we grab that gilding blast. Outpost founded, perfect. I will go palisade walls immediately just so we don't lose it. Or to the restful song, let's heal more, so let's give that to Hollow first. We need to try to get him a tier 4 rifle. What we need to do is find our caster and give her this new Eternal Litherite Orb, which, at the start of combat, we summon a Litheran Shard Lancer. Also, units summoned by this unit gain volatile summon, so when they die, they explode. Just dealing more damage. Unrelenting Elements. Extra damage against our targets with Electrified Burning, Frozen Stun, or Slowed. I wonder if that stacks. That would be insane. Not a very happy looking lass, is she? Looked like actually we put her in the microwave. Now, there's a landmark that gives you all those units for having 3 areas next to you under control. Being able to turn out those tier 5 units from the city is crazy strong. Actually, we have one. I just haven't... I haven't really... Because we haven't been building dragons, we have the Dragon Teeth Ridge down here. So we actually have access to tier 4 and 5 dragons. Which, I mean, yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Speaking of... Gold Golem. Get it. Oh, speed one along immediately. Start pumping out our tier 5 units. You two get moving towards the boss hog up here. I want to try to get 2 gold golems in each of our stacks. If we can afford that, that'd be amazing. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll try. Rings of Binding are done, which makes all of our heroes stronger and have some bonus damage. So actually, I'm curious, how much Daka are you throwing around? An extreme amount. We can push this even further beyond it, but an extreme amount. I'm actually going to build up a couple of those horns. Horn of Restful Song, we're going to build a couple of them. Palisade wall's done. Excellent. Go ahead and pop in a watchtower as well. And we'll turn it into a city as soon as we're able. The one I mean gives all of the Litheran elementals. The sun, or the lithium elementals, the sun something peak is the name. Gives a good chunk of extra mana and knowledge if you have the areas near it. And then after you get all the units. Oh, cool. Not what I've seen so far. Alright, so you two... I think we're going to have you go join down here. So you turn back around. We'll set up a gilded lava sail, then we'll have them kind of swarm up from down here. We'll take out Surtur. Now, we don't want you to go far. In fact, just coming across the mountain is going to be the better call, because we can step on the roads next turn. Gonna take 3 turns. Gross. Nah, I changed my mind. That's gonna take way too long. We just want to heal and go after these Lither in here and get this artifact done. And I'm gonna spend a little bit of my gold in the Rally of Lieges, just giving our allies a bunch of units. So, Anvil Guard, Vassal, go reinforce Queensfjord. Guard it. Same thing here. We will make sure our vassals are nigh indestructible for very cheap. And for a bunch of units that we would not normally recruit, especially not through here. We go ahead and grab a giant too, but we're not really using fire giants. We're fire damage. I keep guarding them. We're not gonna worry about it so much. Alright, this turn we want spell word, and now we'll just keep amplifying minds of our cities then. 20 additional knowledge. Give it to Goldhaven. Everyone needs more knowledge. And then Steelskin, get that active. I think we only have one more turn of Cosmic Conclave, so it should actually end this next turn. We'll see if there's an event for it too. No, just goes. No, there it is. The Cosmic Conclave has ended. The Crystal Dwelling has successfully communed with their kin across the cosmos. The clarity with which you beheld the world and its secrets beyond is dulling, as if your mind is suddenly wrapped in cotton. But while the acuity has waned, the fruits of the Age of Knowledge remain. Already the Eternal Sages, serenely withdrawn back to their crystal strongholds, resume their eternal studies. Following the cosmic accumulation of your partnership with Sialfil, you celebrate your achievements and your research would have contributed to your own personal ambitions. I know now I have much more things to learn. I mean, that is sad. Now we're down to 600 knowledge. Good while it lasted. Serena's back and Surtur's back. Get ourselves the ability to... Excuse me, game. Magic Origin unit upkeep reduced by 20%. That's intriguing, but we want a city first. We'll go for that next. Upkeep reduction is never as good as just another city's worth of economy. Missile, provoke. We're not really using provoke, so let's grab the Horn of Russell's Song instead. And we'll build another one. Everyone needs to be able to heal their units faster. Right then, Gerald. Let's go hunt some Lutheran. Join Gerald's army. Someone can annex other provinces. Probably telling us about Guildhaven again. Wizard Tower Crypts in one turn. I think we might as well. That allows us to bring back any of our fallen heroes too. And then we can snag the resonance fields, maybe, up on top. When we have a little bit more land claimed. Alright, there's no reason not to have the teleportation circle. Onward, gold golems. No, don't attack Smoggin. Just walk through it. That seems like an easy ask. Not to be a crazy. You two move together, then you lot do the same. So since you're the furthest back, we'll have you move forward first. And we march. Alright, crypts in. Beautiful. Not so much for the people. It's a little bit more spooky for them, but who cares? Builds character. Like the Lutheran units are actually staying away from us now. And I hear he is. You want to fight after all. So a tier 5 and a tier 4. All of the Lutheran. They're sitting invading forces finally. Makes sense. We've got our Arcadium Moor now, and the Horn of a Restful Song. Yet another one. I don't think we need anything like this. Maybe a watchtower so we can see further. But it's not necessary. Alright, build up another city here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take these guys on. Yielding Blast is done, chapter completed, select a new tome, and it's the Tome of the Creator. Shape the world, summon slumbering titans, and become the master of the earth. Tectonic Shatter, all enemies sustain 30 damage and have a chance of becoming stunned, and then we'll blow up all the obstacles on the map, which isn't great for awakening the earth. Shaper's Touch gives all of our enchanted units extra regeneration and hit points of the lightning resistance, so this counteracts what your constructs kind of have to deal with. And then in your sieges, you can create Earth Shatter Agents, which I believe can now attack units too. They used to only hit walls, and now they can hit units too, which is pretty dang cool.
Those who master Materium stand above the world, raising and toppling lands at a whim and harnessing the primordial forces of creation. The Titans themselves shall walk with you, while the very essences of element and mineral take a knee. You are the creator, a shaper of worlds.
Indeed. Alright, so what are we going to choose first? Tectonic Shatter is pretty goofy strong. Although, that's a new enchantment. Age of Materium ready to research. It is in fact time. You all will bow, you have no choice. And we can go to Pure and start prospecting these lands, too. Wired, I don't think we can get you into the fight with the Lutheran, which is unfortunate, but come up to join or guard this outpost. Forward. For a pretty scary fight. In this combat, every 2 turns, a random enemy is going to be hit by Crystal Crash, so much crystals. That was a badass speech. Yeah, all of the tome little flavor text is pretty awesome. Alright, we've got a lot of links, so now you can link to the same... You can link to the same unit multiple times. They didn't do this, which is intriguing, but you can if you want to. Problem with our units is we do want to clump up. And they do punish that. Chain reaction. Don't really have a choice, because it's how we keep ourselves safe too. Alright, so let's go ahead and give you extra strength there. Friendos. You true shot anyone from here? If they get any closer, they're gonna have a bad time. Let's go Bolt Repeater up front. That way it's taking the brunt of anything that has to happen. Use it to soften you guys up a little bit too. The damage will be reflected. No, let's hit this group over here. Yeah. All these archers on their way in. Get 4 of them. Let's go this. A crystal reflection, huh? Fair enough. That tier 5 has crazy range with its abilities as well. Really? That's 1 range, but I guess the chain reflection is 4. With 36 damage and 4. That's awesome. Not for us, but still. You move up Bastion, try to get its attention. Since it's a Marauder, as long as a couple of their units have access hitting us... Oh, I see what you mean. What on... That's a cannon shot. Alright. Awaken the earth. Oh yeah, this is getting all their way over here. Sailing in and go for the big quake. Only one of them gets immobilized, but they should all now focus him, allowing us to close the gap with a lot of these guys. We're gonna try to, at least. Get into there. We could actually hit them, but I think at that point they will all just then turn and obliterate our transmuter. Alright, so we're gonna have two main battle groups. You stand out here and take everyone's damage if you can. Good. Should have stepped them up into the rocks, but that's okay. So I think next turn we'll get hit with a Crystal Crash. Youch. Go for the beam shot there. Okay, well. Thankfully, we resisted a lot of it. Not on this other side, though. They'd already been hit. Zap, got immobilized. Yeah, that was pretty spooky. Do we have any big purging effects? No, but we can use their own units against them. So if our guys die, we can, or I guess our units against them. So if they die, we can bring them back. I like that all it does is gild. How much does that cost? Oh wow, 40? Nah, not at all. Probably just shock them. Well, we really don't have any good options for it. We'll probably just heal. We'll find a good spot to heal. Bolstering chant on, I don't know, like one of the units is not going to just get obliterated. Keep our support units in here for as long as we can. Anything. Go for it. No real damage. Okay, we need to make a kind of a plan here. That's not a bad plan. Hit all of you with a gild. Bolster up defense. We can probably get them to do it a secondary time too. So you've got 2 sets of volatile charge. That's 16 damage whenever that detonates. Full arms forward. If you move up and start taking out their support while you can. Can't overdraw anything important. We can try to take out this crystal before it can link with something else. Move up behind here and go strength from steel on you. Like 21. 33 retaliation. No, just stand there and go into defense mode. Copper Golems are going to be the ones that we lose in this fight for sure. Decisive Commander Transmuter. Then it can step forward and try to gild this caster. No, we set you up with some bombs back. Can pretty much move up and hit whoever it wants. Let's step to here. We can gild one of these lances. Let's go over this one. I shouldn't have, I mean, I'm glad I gilded, but I should have waited. That way I could have given someone else another attack. In place under that defense. We don't want to be right next to because of the detonation. Blow up the shrubbery. Try to take out their caster. Once those tier 4s go down, they've got way less chance of doing anything good. I don't know how to get a spot for that string for steel, but I don't think we really have an incredible spot. Overdraw the crossbow there. Snipe blast does not quite hit who we want. So we need to get a bit closer and go for a snapshot. We can hit both. I guess all of them, honestly. Trigger the core link. And more damage in turn. Who still can move? Oh, our bolt repeater. Oh, our copper golem. Okay, well, it's going to be reflected, but I don't think that matters. It's damage going somewhere. Choose a unit from behind. Ah, it's a big smash, that's for sure. A few of those golden golems in the front line, it's hard to find armies that can shoot through. Yeah, because you hit them and then now you're doomed. If you can set that up with your hero, they can do the same. Oh, they missed and hit their own unit. Yeah, the golems are in charge of locking the simulacrum in place, and then everyone else can move in. Kill his units from there. Chop through. Let's go bolster chant on... Oh, we really don't need to, do we? All of our units becoming wet is not a good thing. That is more of a bad thing. Now you can replace the broken ones with some of the gold, or you can provide them with some... Yes. Indeed. Oh, and it comes back as something terrible. That is hilarious. I mean, granted, it'll just kind of stay in the way, so it'll work out. Down with the Gymcaster. I'm gonna let those copper golems just get hit. We move away. There's a pretty high chance that they try to chase, but we can get in here and do some damage if we hit. If 45 with a shot. They reflect a little bit of it back, that's fine. We accept. Oh yeah, that's being reflected. Let's see if we can stop that. Jump in next to... How much damage? Not enough. We'll just hit everyone then. Because we get to kill a unit. That's right. I didn't necessarily mean to do that, but it works out. The champion. Oh, we can't hit both. Okay, so come on around then into a good position to hit both. We will Molten Bolts here. Gild them right up. Oh, I can't reach them. Well, that's too bad. Let's Molten Bolts here. Miss. That's fine. Gild. Trying to kill the core unit so that way we can go after this Shard Lancer. We don't really have that opportunity. So then we'll just come around here and fire on the gilded statue. That's a tier 4, which should give us something like 80 gold. Yeah, just execute him. 59% chance to die. Come around and big chop. Now this Shard Lancer is vulnerable. Overdraw the crossbow. What's it, graze? You got so incredibly lucky. 31 damage. Transmuter, step forward once, and we'll blast some bolts in here. If we get a chance to gild the tier 5, the beyond incredible. A way we cannot hit friendlies? No, so we'll just shoot the AoE here, damage the simulacrum. Keep lowering that morale. And we might as well stab him. Duel of the first strike. Lightning goes off all over the place. Kicks our 2 copper golems. And honestly, if we have enough mana, we could probably steal. See if we can bring something else back as a Lytheran. Oh, nothing else died. Well, that's how it be sometimes. Well, let's go ahead and try to gild you then. We gilded him on the second swing, but I think that's the one that doesn't matter. True shot. Heavy Maid's Log, which one does more? It's exactly the same. Bang. The enemy's fleeing the field, yeah. See you later there, Simulacrum. We'll grind you down for delicious candy rock. We got a Lytheran core. We might as well keep it, depending on how much it's going to charge us. 90, sure. Grunting contentedly, the swamp troll takes all the Lytheran cores you gathered. Then it raises its hands. Spark, little room, here flame. Fishes past carved name. Thwart and blast, boom. Yeah, I'm glad that works out. Storts of flame emerge in the skies, quenching the storm until the barrier at the plateau center collapses. Prepare to face what lies at the center. Oh, so it's these 2 stacks? 4. Okay, so 3 giants. These units are garbage. It's really just the giants that are the issue. So we need to bring in our gold golems so we can handle it. Sweet. I mean, they shouldn't move from there, right? That's the general idea. Gold Golem, come on over. Wish these were anything else. Gerald, how much health does everyone have? It's truthfully not much. Thankfully, though, we do get to heal now, so we'll try to make use of that. I just wish this army wasn't full of tier 1s. We have our own kind of garbage army. Goodness for athletics. And used to here in the outpost. Okay, cool. We'll get there. You guys come on down to the Lavasdale. Merge on up. Let's take this unit out and bring in one of those supports. I said take you out and bring in one of these supports. Thank you. We are Legion. City ruins, huh? That would get us in closer to Slavehold. May not be a bad call. We've got 3 heroes down there, so in fact we'll have this army go see what's afoot over here. Alright, well, let's stay in friendly territory. Can't step on the quarry without making them mad. Because that kind of makes sense. As we advance. Muspelheim is here. He's expanded in all sorts of strange directions. Just kind of a elongated border here. Or you might not have played the lottery with that luck. No, my luck tends to be quite bad in this, and I've already accepted it. Everyone's gonna go. Let's just check our cities one last time. I don't think there's anything we can really rush outside of just that. Residence Field, Spelljammer, Teleporter. Now we'll go ahead and go for... You know what? Teleporter in, like, here. That way we can kind of quickly zoom troops around. Not a bad call. 35 for that Golden Golem. And we'll bring you up to help out with the Lytheran. We'll just keep building gold golems then. One more. Nope, we can't. They cost 400. Maybe next time. Getting a tier 1 from the revive was funny though. I would agree. Not so mad about it. I know it's a random, so I think it is. Does it say? Oh, it's combat spells, of course. Okay, sure. Someone else took out the city. I understand. I'm just trying to see my combat spells things. Of its tier, so it was going to be a tier 1 no matter what, and I think the only tier 1 is the support unit, so we didn't really have another choice. Next to Dragon Teeth Ridge, Bulwark, does it have Kavalin, the Industrious, or the Arcane? Since Glyn is a higher tier renown-wise, we'll have her be the governor. And here we'll go... Actually, the work shed first, and then the library. Perfect. Bulwark. We shall just call this... Oh, wait, this right here. The Shining Wall. There we go. It's a wall against the Searing Dungeon, of course. So now we have the steel skin ready to go. So they can have an additional... They're more of an alloy now. It's a gold alloy. Was it on the same side of the face? Be cool if it was on... You should... I guess the... Triumph, you should probably change it so it's the other side of the face. That way you have the gold and the steel skin. It kind of... You get a legitimate alloyed effect. That would be cool. He wants a truce. No. Oh, get out of my face. There's no peace. Only the void. Alright, we'll have you go for the academy then. Quiet. Again with this. We're trying to declare war on your allies. Alright, we're going to reorganize this as well. So, in terms of units that don't matter, this golem doesn't matter. Can't get it close enough, though, is the only issue. Okay, so I guess we'll have to fight it next turn, which is fine. Prefer the golem join with Gerald, simply because he'll give it more of an upkeep production, but we'll keep it as is for now. Another Eternal Embassy is done, so we can afford more tier 5 units. Let's make sure the town doesn't fall, I guess. Now let's get more gold. Greed is the way. New infusions unlocked. Yeah, we just don't have the fragments yet for anything tier 4. So let's take a quick look. Siege Master would be a good one to have. Let's go Siege Master and Army Trainer. It's going to cost us some fragments, which I don't want to do. Remove Army Trainer, and other option is Demolisher. Now I guess we'll just make it a Conch of Mentorship. It's the Horn of Smashification. What is insta builds? Okay then. Give me another one. Now this will be great for our next siege. Noble Aegis for prospecting. Let's go ahead and disenchant that immediately. Get on your merry journey. Smashification, such a nice word. Oh, I would agree. Am I slightly biased? Definitely. Man, I feel like the Dragon's Lair is gonna be more difficult than just hunting down the Sons of Muspel. So let's go deal with Muspelheim. We'll put up another outpost right next to, and then try to get a teleporter in there too, so we can get some reinforcements in a hurry. So is this close? Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, and just in case we run into any of the Magistrix's units, we'll bring those troops with. She's not a nice lady. We're running out of places to expand to as well, which is part of the struggle with being underground. We don't have any foresters there at all. Let's get that changed. There's certain buildings that require them. Needlers are just a tier 2. Let's go Shard Lancers for our spears that are not the golden. A little bit of mana left over. I mean, I guess we just go for Awakened Tools first on the new city, and then the Amplify Mines. Get both of those churning. And as I realized as I left, I sent you on, we need to come down here and clear out this Searing Dungeon. So we're going to build an army to do so. You guys are going to turn back around and do that then. That's your new quest. Oh, looks like Boromir has ascended to the Angelic Choir. Make him a good counter to pretty much everything that she's trying down here. Perfect. So we're handling the rats, and Boromir's handling the Eldritch Monstrosity. You got a lot of stuff down here for sure. Oh, hello there, Prosperity Dragon. From the mists. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go to sleep. Alright, now we've got a beautiful outpost. We can put in the watchtower immediately and see what he's got going on over here. Alright. That's a lot of tier 3s. He's got some Pyre Templars going now, which used to be the most overpowered unit. He's got a lot of Pyre Templars. Alright, a fight is approaching. Come on down and amplify the mines of this new city. Yeah, it's unfortunate, actually. Well, we have some tier 4s. They just have numbers on their side. Let's go ahead and step into the outpost and force them to come in and fight us there. Into the palisade walls if we can too. New bounty. I'm not creating any bounties. That's my mana. Ground vault. Place. It's not getting as many provinces, unfortunately, here, just because not as many are bordering it. I guess we'll build it here then. We'll lose 5 production, that's not that much. All things considered, a small sum. Get back to the Eternal Studies here. And then we just need to save some more gold for another golden golem. That we can do. Here's our prospect. I missed a lot of this is because we had to fall back before, but I think now it's time to start recruiting even more prospectors in. So actually here in Goldhaven. Not do anything else. Get another, I guess, a pioneer, not a prospector. Same but different. And then let's get... Ooh, let's get a spell ward going. Yep, go ahead and just set up on Lava's Dale while we build up an army to go take on that, honestly pretty terrifying outpost down there. Having a golem or two would definitely change things, but here we are. Lighter, you move. You please move through and don't get involved in this fight. I'll be very frustrated with you if you do. Everyone march in. Let's hunt some giants. Reaching the center of the plateau, your troops gaze at an enormous Lithuanian simulacrum. Distracted by the sheer size of the simulacrum, it takes a few moments before your troops even notice the giants gathered around a large menhir. Its carved runes glowing with magic. There's some turmoil against these giants, as if they were interrupted in a ritual. Seeing the insignia of the Storm Clan, it can only be assumed that the raging crystal storms were their doing. Storm Clan giants have bound the simulacrum to their will, and they are ready to unleash it on anyone daring to interfere. The Storm Clan is no match for us. Attack! And any of their units that fall in battle, we can raise against them. I'm curious. I do want to fight it to see if we can get... Oh, that's pretty rough. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. No problem. And actually, after this fight here, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. For about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll come right on back to finish up until 5 p.m. So about another hour. Oh, and our beautiful gold golem is here. In terms of stats, they're monstrous. 29 damage a swing, and it's a cleave. This has a chance of gilding, which we can't really show off because the game's being rude. But just know it's great. Your initial attack's obnoxious, but it's really not that much of a problem. You gild it from here? No. You could if we move up, though. So we move to here, or one further. Blast them with the bolted bolts. I got a volatile charge attached. And then I'll go ahead and advance the Bastion right in front of all these giants. That way, even if they go for a charge, it's going to be pretty weak. I realize I have to kind of advance more, otherwise our... Wow, our transmuters are extremely tanky. They do not care. So what other attacks do you have? Lightning strike that hits and chains. It's a bit annoying, but we can stave it off pretty effectively. And just did some damage. All these units I'm not so concerned with. Especially if we can blow up some of their cover and use it against them here. Let's hit it here. Then kind of sail in and just disrupt these two. All those units should surround. Gilded Golem, let's come up to this position. You come up to the woods. Behind the woods next to. A little bit more tankiness there. Because if we give them the opportunity, they're not going to attack the Gilded Golem. Because that'd be dumb. They'll get gilded. How far can you move, Simulacrum? Really not very. So let's move to here and zap them with the bolted bolts. And you're made of gold now, Ogre. How exciting. Steel Shaper, I would like to give the tankiness to probably yourself. Then go for the shot into... He's already taken some damage. The Giants we're going to have to work on kind of slowly here. Unless we can molten bolt them up. That'd be incredible. Under that defense. Can you give this to... unit next to you? No, it has to be yourself. Or has to be centered on yourself. Here, summon the Bolt Repeater. and let it get to work. Alright, excellent. And so the transmuter, because we have a couple of them here. Let's bring this one up. On this side, I'll have the copper golem kind of go stand at the center. And we're going to get hit with the arcing shots regardless, but we have a pretty fair bit of resistance. I know gilded, but electrified. Go for the crossbow shot. Or even if we miss, we get to hit someone behind him. Alright, turn. See what you got. Crystal Crash. That's a big zap. That's a big zap. They all have them, so. Mobilize my tank, that's not great. The Chili Ogre. All good, sir. Take your break. Yeah, we will here in a second. First, we have a battle win. See, that's what we call a mistake there, sir. First strike, and you get gilded. And hey, we could go for another gilding blast here. Turn everyone over here to gold with a 90% chance. Since they're all high tier, it's not gonna work. Bring the Clinkeroon in. We get it so it swings the right direction, hits both of them. Or have they played us there on that one? So no one has died just yet. In that case, we'll probably just go for either a fulmination or... yeah, probably a fulmination. I say that. We could use some heals, even if it's one at a time. Keep our support unit fighting. Go for a true shot here. Turns out to not be very true, does it? That slows the snake down. In fact, they got all of our frontline fighters with the immobilize. Bolts. Least electrified now. It's under defense and flanked. There's a very high likelihood it decides to just move on and punch one of our other guys, but let's go ahead and try to kill Snake. More damage over to you. Or as soon as I miss. As soon as you detonate, that's gonna be incredible for us. More bolstered. Yeah, fire here. Cancel that retaliation. Not like it was going to do anything anyway. No, in fact, it can stand up front. Can I tank those hits better than anyone else can? Strength from Steel, R tier 4. A huge blast here. I do want you to walk through and take out one of these others. Chop. Another big AoE. Takes them down to doing almost nothing. They're gilded, but they'll reactivate your next turn. There's a chance to hit here, so we might as well. You can kill pretty much anything you want. Let's take out one of these Tide Spirits then. We had a size of command these. And then we can get, hopefully... yeah, let's kill this. They're already gilded, we might as well get the gold out of them. Like 5% chance to just outright kill. Would be pretty great. easily come on over here and execute you. A little bit more movement. And some heals. And we can magic missile in to try to get rid of someone else. Yeah, further drop their leadership. They're already down into not great. Oh, that's gonna stink. Heavy charge for 50. Heavy charge for 31. Only for 16. Zarbliss are in a bad spot, but you're starting to fumble already because of leadership woes. Back with the mace. Shoulders drops. Put it right next to. Then go for another quake. And we didn't get the immobilize, unfortunately. So anyone who moves is going to get smacked. We know bolstering chance been our go-to pretty much this entire game. Getting rid of the simulacrum would be nice. Let's go after the giant though. Big 40. Excuse me, I just want to shoot you with a blast. No, it's not gonna work. We'll hit you then. Almost. Crossbow can't quite reach either. Too bad. We'll go for the 45% here on the big storm giant. It's a huge target. Way easier to land hits on. $5% there, and either way we're not getting 2 hits, so we're just gonna move up together then to go after the simulacrum. Raise and there's one too. Turn you into a crystal and it's a needler. Which is probably immediately gonna get taken out. Damage in there, not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and crossbow shot overdraw into. Hopefully we can then walk. Yes, good. Oh, we're still pinned. Well, that's too bad. Going to get punched, but only if we don't kill them first. Not dealing much damage, so we'll just kind of go over here and fire on the giant. Get a crit. Oh, the spearman won't make it. I was like, hang on now, we got him. No, not quite. All we needed was a crit. That was the time that mattered. Let's hit one more big smash. Kill the simulacrum. Down it goes. Now everyone's morale should be absolutely nuked. And even more so if we kill this giant here, but let's go for... Have a little charge is fine. There we go. Take you down. Chop into this troll. Down past half. Trolls do regenerate, but it's not a concern. We can keep this little Lithuanian needler too, which would be awesome. If they don't just go all in on it finishing it. Run up behind. We get 2 melee strikes on him? Yeah, we can. Doesn't gild, but it does kills a giant pretty effectively. Gild this troll, please. And no golden troll statues this time. Decisive command will step forward once and do the same to this poor giant. Oh, he's a gold giant now. Get him, boys. See, that's 100 cash we managed to bring this one in. Do they have anything else? Is it just this giant that's trying not to get taken out? Oh, but it's too late. You're about a gold statue now. Perfect. 120. Oh, maybe I was a little bit wrong on how much gold you get, because we took out a tier 4 and a tier 5. Well, we got ourselves a Lutheran Needler that we cannot keep. We'll decide later. You have defeated the Storm Clan in a vote. It's Evote Lutheran. Their present leader, a Storm Giant, gathers the last of its strength to raise its voice. Accursed Fire Clan traitors. Accursed all haste folk, it yells violently. They sicked you on us. Broke our spell. Just slightly, the Storm Giant moves its enormous fist. We will persist. We tame the Lutheran. The power of the Giant Kings will be rightfully ours. The storm will erupt. All haste folk shall tremble. The Storm Giant exhales its last breath, collapsing beside the Menhir of Stones. You sense a strong magic of bound allegiance with the Menhir of Storms. What is that? Oh, it's the artifact. Adds 4 recruitment points and the Storm Giant to your Rally of Lieges. All non-hero giants and demi-giants gain a Blessing of Storms. Gains additional lightning damage, increase for single shots, more resistance, and some lightning resist. Has Attunement Fortune and immune to electrified. That's incredible. Absorb the astral energies. Declare your dominion over this entire realm. Summon a being, or summon beings of pure lightning. Nah. Or, yeah, let's go ahead and declare our dominion over this entire realm. As our Menhir of Storms. Thagnakar's hair. Or air. After completing, we'll have ourselves an event. Well, that'll be cool. Sweet. Well, this has been tamed. You get anything special for these provinces, or are they just kind of, No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, Gerald, we're gonna bring you our gold golem. And then also Apollo to go clear this chanting tower. I figured out exactly how I want to split the rest of our armies up. So what we'll do is we'll have the rest of you lot go somewhere else. We don't really need this Anvil Guard either. Are there any supports in this army? No. We don't need them, but they'd be probably pretty helpful. So taking out this arbalist for one of these 2 supports, I'd say is the call. And everything else you can kind of clump up and move back towards this outpost to then move down and deal with Refuge. There are a bunch of mana nodes around, which is nice. Oh, I agree. We need to move around and snag these too. I see what you're saying. This for a place for a city. Not a bad one, but I think any of the other towns around here, like Middleton or even Smoggin, could just kind of come up and absorb them all, which I think will be what we end up doing. Oh yeah, now we'll go ahead and grab that Lutheran Needler. Keep it there. I don't know where it went, but we kept it. Where'd? Oh, here you are. Works for me. And then Apollo has leveled up, so we can give him Kill Shot. Or Sniper's Focus. Additional range, or killing an enemy resets all ability cooldowns, which is what I tend to go for. I think we'll circle this time for Kill Shot, and we'll just grab Sniper's Focus for more range first. Horn of Smashification, sure. Magic Missile. We're not using the Magic Missile, so I'm going to switch it out for Smashing. Although I think You already have that ability. All units have. No, you don't. Okay, well then we can switch this out. So next siege should go much more smoothly, or at least much faster. Then you can have a sword or a horn of restful song. I guess a wand of provocation. Together. Yeah, having a single gold golem down here would change things immensely. We're just gonna have them wait. If they're not brave enough to come fight us, we'll just sit there. Draw them in. Beautiful. So I'll end the turn, and I will see you all in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick break, grab another drink, and we'll get back to this. Catch you in a moment. Alright, we return. And as we do, we've got some starry-eyed enlightenment. So our stargazers have discovered a new star in the sky dubbed Gabriel's Eye. Its gleam inspires all rulers to pursue knowledge. Your scholars theorize the recent disturbance of the dimming of all stars caused the new star to light up firmament. You discern within yourself a rising thirst for knowledge, while your hunger for battle wanes. Will Gabriel's Eye bring about a new era of enlightenment, which wisdom is valued over war? Time will tell. Now, cities have 100% more income of knowledge, yet again. Declaring wars is always unjust, and ending wars grants us Imperium. Perhaps now is the time of peace and wisdom. This one is a decent happening. Boost research like crazy. Yeah, 100% more research is always insane. Oh, hello there. How did... Oh no, of course they came from underground. Do you think your swarms of rats can stop my gilding empire? Oh, they've got one too now. Shaper's Touch. Create Earth Shatter engines, don't mind if I do. Now we can conjure in a spell ward too. So I think what we'll do with this is stop Surtur from casting any spells. If he wants to come attack our outpost, we'll just pop that in like right here. What are you gonna do about it? Legitimately nothing. We'll sit there and cackle at him. I mean, truthfully, we could summon in some... Oh, no, we need Shaper's Touch. Hang on now. Serena. Lass, I have some things for you. Such as... this spider. Ooh, look at it. It's beautiful and spidery. What happened to your arm? Hello? What happened to our wood elf? That new dread spider, man, is dangerous. What can I do for you, Gerald? Well, first off, you can tell me what happened to your... Have you been wrestling with alligators? I would advise not doing that. Let's go ahead and get the Shaper's Touch in. All of our constructs will now be stronger, which means we should probably circle back around, because there's... I believe there is a... Oh, it changes the look of things, too. It's like all kind of green. War happened. War happened. That's exactly right. Serena's war with the rats has gone poorly for her, apparently. She came back from the void missing an arm. Kind of hilarious. And then this man down here is burning down the city of Fangel. It's horrible how many get scarred by it. I agree. Such a travesty. War never changes. Alright, Pioneer, you go get me some more goodies. Away with you. A Frost Great Axe. We'll take it. We'll probably sell it over to Boromir, honestly. In fact, Boromir, good sir, I have some items for you. How about this Frost Great Axe for some mana? Thank you, good sir. Yeah, he's seen a ghost, that's why his hair has turned white. Yeah, we'll have this Arbalist leave, and same thing with this Anvil Guard. You guys go over this way. We need to set up a couple forces. 6. I mean, I think we can handle that if we have anything more, but we have only a couple. Only a couple of units around here right now. Can you all get back? No, but they could reinforce, so that's good. We've got the units that can actually help, but it's going to be an army, or it's going to be a fight that we are pretty vastly outnumbered. 5-5-3. Well, I say vastly. We're being a little bit dramatic. Alright, collect the goons and let's get marching on this gold wonder down here. We can build roads through here now, right? No, not if we click the button and don't do it, yeah? That does nothing. We march on the Chanting Tower. These crossbows will be good as like a secondary army, but I don't think they're good as a first. But they're decent because they can just come in and do their single shot damage. So let's try to bring her I would say, if we're going to fight, if we're actually going to try to fight the artifact kind of zone down there, we're gonna actually try to need to boost up for it. Let's go forward here. You got some quality units. It's not only about quantity, but also about, yes, agreed. Agreed. We've got some very scary units to use. And any of his units that die, we can just bring them back and use them against him. For our own. It's like zombies, but they're made of crystals. It's a very marginal force. We need a pretty scary one to take on what's down here. So that's our new prospector. You come on through. You should be able to start stealing things from their territory. Yeah, we can do some leveling up on these hounds too, because they do respawn. Star of Wonders, extra gold. Golem mines are always good. Mana per adjacent quarry? Now, let's go for a golem mine. There's no quarries around it, so it's not doing anything. That's okay. We'll switch a couple of these over. A little bit more gold. Oh, we could get some dragons. I mean, prosperity dragon pretty good. Gold golem. We'll build one in here. Since for some reason it's cheaper. I guess you got nothing to do then, Shining Wall. Let's check our deployment, or our Empire development. Yeah, I think now we go 10 knowledge for every magic material. It's only going to give us an additional 130, but it is still... That's then boosted by 100%, so let's see. I'd say that's pretty worth it. Special profits improvements are cheaper too. All currently active units get stronger. Or... You know, now that we have started to merge our cities together, let's go ahead and, well, actually, how many of them share a border with Throne City? The answer to that would just be one, unless we can come up and do it above the ground. Yeah, it's not worth it at all. I'm thinking then we go for a Shadow Binding. Drop our upkeep as much as we can for Imperium and such. Glittering Peak. Let's get ourselves a Simulacrum. Start throwing tier 5s at enemies. We have hit the stage of the game where Imperium is best used for military. Smallgut is under siege. I honestly think they could probably handle that one, especially if you come in to save the day. Maybe we'll try to come in and save the day with the right units here. You stay back. Honestly, same thing with this little Lithium crystal. It's not the best. They'll move together, and I think we can fight it with all of our higher tier. It's a low-risk battle then? Yeah, no problem. Vassals grant us gold. Gain gold per units killed. Siege projects costing less, I think will be very good. Then units regenerate even more health. Let's go siege projects costing less. Thank you, kind sirs. Keep burning their things. This Spelljammer is a good target for you. Oh, the Lithium are up to it too. You irritated the crystalline bug folk. I'm sorry, what does Claim Soul do? Increased accuracy, deals a ton of damage. All abilities ignore status resistance, and then if they die, the caster gets healed. And they revive as a Whiteborn. Wow, that's very strong. Another province for Lavasdale, perfect. Well, we'll go ahead and stang this as a quarry. The wall, we'll get the mine going. I get quarry going over here. We didn't do the Hermit Society very well at all here. I'm thinking that's the only thing I might change here with this faction. I was trying to go all in on like the crazy people that lived in the hills prospecting for gold, but it didn't work out quite that well. Yeah, take that production. Gerald, can you build? Not, you can't build roads on mountains, can you? But here we can start. Really? Alright, so just the way. Just move towards the tower. Somehow that's faster? How does that make any sense? Just the way it is. 55 more gold. Let's go ahead and start them leveling up on these animal units down here. So we'll march on down. We can just all let auto-resolve handle it. Should be able to at least. Yeah, these armies are pretty simple, so they should handle it fairly well. They are all going to be empty, but that's not the point. Yep, you guys just hold the line here. Keep Surtur locked in his city. And then we march on these poor fools. Hello there, rats. So we have all sorts of good stuff. You guys have headlong assault, so everyone is going to get... Their side's going to take damage. And they've attacked the towers. Let's fight it. Ooh, the detonation. You guys are exhausted, so good luck. What does Leyline Focus do? 30% damage till it moves? That makes them a nuke. Sorry, lads, the map didn't turn the way I expected it to. Alright, these ballista towers can't fire immediately, which is a shame. We have not been on this side of the battlefield in a long time. Oh, let's go ahead and plug this gap with our gold golem. Good luck getting through here. You can march on in behind them and then drop the... Here, before we drop the shield, let's bring up others to do. Gemcaster, you come up behind. Position on the battlements. Hold here. We're gonna drop the caltrops right in the only zone that everyone has to walk through. And we'll step up into the walls that are broken. Caltrops above that as well. There's no way in without getting dropped up. Sorry, guys. Stepping on spikes everywhere you go. I stuck some caltrops in front of our gold golem as well. So once you're here, you're never leaving. How exciting! Let's go ahead and further tank up our... No, I lied. We'll give it to this transmuter. And heal them. You have waited next turn to heal them? Probably. You get a caltrop, and you get a caltrop. Yield wall. If you guys try any amount of damage there, it's just not going to happen. Caltrop right here, so you'll be walking through the spikes. Don't you worry about that. Lightning Invocation. We'll come back and hit that in a second. Oh, we've got a Druid of the Cycle, too. We've got a couple Druids of the Cycle. Nice caltrop up over here, just in case. There we go. I think that's everyone. And we pass. This is a Home Alone way in. You're gonna step on some Legos no matter what. It did 8 damage. Like, Crushing Earth normally deals... Yeah, 50. It dealt 8. Actually, lads, we might have found my new favorite combination of affinities. Astral and Materium's a very good combo. Sure, Order is still extremely powerful, but some miasma. Bold strategy. I think we save to see if we can kill one unit quick. We bring them back as one of the as one of our own. Although we need to cast early here, so actually I lied. We have to cast the first little bit. Oh, here, you know what? It's thunderstorm time. Wait until you see the power level of new tomes. I saw it, and I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm very excited to make a Vigil-focused army. Now let the wolves come on in. They're going to get obliterated. Go for the big damage here. And we'll try to snipe any of their higher tier damage dealers, or I guess their supports hiding in the back. Yeah, come here. Stab you with a ballista. And no support there. You did bring a lot of them, I'll give you that. Crystal bolts. Yeah, even if the thing tries anything, it's going to run up and attack and immediately die. Let's go for the shot here, even if it misses. That's a miss. We also should have seen that coming. Overdraw the crossbow, try to take out, yeah, kill the afflictor. Oh, we get a graze. How lucky for you. Unlucky that I have 2 shots, though. Spearmen actually, oh wow, they can't bleed, so they actually can run through the caltrops like monsters. Oh, that was a mistake. You come on back, Anvil Guard. Also a mistake. You move first. No, just step to here. And Molten Bolts. I'm just waiting for you guys to come on in. I'm gonna have to probably jump up and grab another drink, because I've run out of water quickly, and my throat's, or my voice trying to give out here. We're quite parched. No, we're gonna wait for you to come on in and die. It's so exciting. Mainly for us. Lightning Invocation or Arc Fire Burst. Let's go Lightning Invocation. No, we can't hit anyone. Could we if we moved over here? No, we couldn't. And we'll just wait then. That's no problem. Decaying Blast. And we miss. Caltrops to here then. I mean, they will be coming through. They're just going to get their Charge Strike completely blocked, which is awesome. Decaying Blast. Ah, we graze them, but we actually get the decaying going, and we can drop some Caltrops directly on top of them for some bleed. A nice little slow effect. No, no. Speaking of bleed. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Too late now. Let's go ahead and drop down the bolster defense here. Then I wait for our rats to come back and stop being foolish. I'm gonna jump and go grab a coffee real quick. Right back, lads. Alright, I return. And they've moved in with a couple of fools. Yeah, we'll start by hitting them with the guild. Swing. Oh, golden curse. Oh, he resisted it. How lucky you are. Okay, well... Spearman, I would say just stand here. Get them all with the big transmute. Oh, they're using the anti-magic tincture, that makes sense. Trying their best to keep their units from... Oh, you missed. Trying their best to keep their units from, getting gilded and other things. Oh no, you can't get through the shield wall now, fool. Overdraw the crossbow here. Crystal shots. Let you finish him. Especially on a crit. And you fumble the backswing? How unfortunate. You don't really need any strength from... I like that they didn't even really manage to capitalize on my failing there. Culmination not really worth it. We'll just go for the Steel Fury chant on whoever's left. Strength and fortune, all sorts of fun stuff. I mean, if we manage to hit, that's a dead unit. Go for it. 5%. Ah, we got it. We still got one of them. 5%. We'll take a graze. We'll take a graze. Oh, this tower. Well, I didn't even realize. Shoot them. It's a 42% chance of death. How would you like to head to the afterlife? Oh, fair enough. You don't want to. Very weak you now are, though. Let's rip some lightningification through. I mean, that was so much damage. Goodbye. Go bother them hell there, halberdier. We actually come out, and since they are taunted, they can't move past them, but they'll have to try to move around, which is funny. Oh yeah, last of that bastion. Burn. Oh really? Mark is prey. Yeah, but like even gotta get on the new Revenant tome looks insane. And finally, some proper resistances against both, but it's both it's full radiant damage, so it's resistances against both fire and spirit, which is both things they're normally pretty weak to. I think you guys are staying away from my golem now. Wonder why that is. Yeah, just steel blast him. 26 damage, kill him with a ballista. Morale still dropping pretty swiftly. We really can't get anyone over there to do anything further to you. Oh yeah, fire that one. Huge damage. Drop a fulmination on their heads too. Kill 2 of the units with 1 zap. Go ahead and move in. Bonus defense. Luckily, we'll have our hands on them soon. They also tease something about darks getting subculture choices. I heard that. They were teasing something about subcultures, but I don't know if they're talking about this DLC or for the future, so... While I'm cautiously optimistic, it is definitely cautiously optimistic. Can't move. no one can actually get over there, so let's go ahead and pass. They're likely to run. I'm going to hop to bed. It's 11:30 p.m. over here. Good night, everyone. Good night to you there, LAN Party. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to have you drop by the stream. Let's move up to... shoot these poor bugs with some Decaying Blast and miss horribly. Move in. Teleport. I think the Arcfire Blast hits friendlies too. I can't use it anyway, but... Slice. Down with the beetles. Gonna walk through our own bleeding effect though, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Alright, I'm kind of surprised they're not all running. This is really the giant that's hanging in there. Everyone else is out. Gets sliced. Oh, I thought he gilded him. We got gilded because he hit us. You poor fool. Steel Fury chance basically free. I want to make sure we do bring in the gold here. Crystal shots. Bonus healing, and then we can go ahead and give it the... There's a big bomb attack that hits all gilded units. Not quite enough to kill, though. Almost. And down with a golden giant. The second one we've managed to bring in. Nice. 120 and 300 knowledge. Hey, try harder next time, rats. The Heart of True Sight. Just walked up and ripped a Daedra card out of one of those rats, and then a Boltbane. Good stuff. Now you guys camp out here. We'll try to turn and get back into our own outpost for even more heals, but that worked out pretty well. There's even a great discussion in the community hub on the stream about what people wish for Season 3. I did see quite a bit of that in the recent, at least the recent dev stream. The amount of lads and lasses asking for vampires is pretty insane. And they've mentioned that they want to do something with vampires. Another thing they've kind of teased. We still have a Whispering Stone? Oh, we need to give that to Wall. Get them up to a maximum vassalization here. Sweet, we got a little bit of gold, but I think we'll go ahead and hang on to it. Unless I can rush this for very cheap, which we can. Merchant's Guild. How makes us gold per mine? No, if anything, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna go Scholar's Guild. It's not like it's gonna be that good here in Goldhaven, but it's more knowledge, so it's always better than pretty much anything else. All right, sweet, earn. So we've got the Enlightenment for 4 turns. I'll drop my 2 cents there. Can't wait to see them not getting a Season 3. What are you looking for a Season 3 there, then? Vampires, different tiers of skeletons, zombies, undead animals. The community does have some ideas. That's fair, but what are you thinking? Now we have the Lost Wizard to deal with. Yes, a low-risk battle, of course. We nearly get taken out in the process, but we'll accept that win. You felled the puppeteering Lost Wizard and its victims. Released from the foul creature's control, surviving Stormbringers vacantly shamble throughout the Chanting Tower. You ignore them. Instead, you look to investigate how this Lost Wizard gained mind-controlling abilities. As you study the corpse, a third eye suddenly pops open in the forehead of this wizard. You wonder if this particular one has been enthralled by umbral demons before arriving in this realm. You carve out the third eye and spend some time studying it. What will you focus on? Besides the 600 knowledge, you gain a Stormbringer of some mystical lizards. Stormbringers are strong. Complete control, loss immunity. Or Circlet of Mind Protection. Nah, we'll go ahead. Gains the Domination trait? Oh, wow. Now it's time to be a little bit evil. Assimilate the dust was its mutation to gain some domination powers. And if I need to steal anyone, we can. With gold, it's like Greases. He throws cash at him. Everyone has a price. Let's go ahead and save Disrupting Blades with a lot. We don't have any gold or any mana. Well, in that case, that's way better than the other. Shaper's Touch. Hello? It's his knees. Wow, that's expensive. Does it change how they look at all? Oh, that's a bummer. It doesn't seem to is the answer. No, the overcharge is terrible. Brutal parry. Attackers within 1 hexes suffer damage and a chance to bleed. See, the sweep now is pretty good now that we have a chance of turning people into gold with it. War Seeker. Okay, so we'll move down towards the Killing Momentum. Oh, Killing Momentum's too good. We have to get to that first. Never mind. Now let's keep freeing these critters. Really with the ulterior motive of just leveling up. Well done, well done. There's no animals in the cages anymore. They've sacrificed. We're evil now. Perfect. What we've always wished. Oh yeah, we'll bring the Simulacrum. You can come join. That's a perfect addition. A Golden Golem and the Simulacrum together will be terrifying. And they should be able to go handle the whatever they call that lizard. It costs more from here. I wonder why. It's 300 coming out of this settlement. I'll go ahead and grab that then. Calamity Dragons are pretty strong too, but we're not really fighting any undead at the moment, so we're gonna keep what we have. And let's give you the Masonic Hall. Get all the normal structures in. If I look at Dark, it has some hero support. Oh, hang on now. I realize you've got some more stuff going. I personally don't like that outside of the Umbral and Shades, which cover Eldritch and Spy, it's just the undead path. I'd like to see some more variation there. I would agree. Well, you've either got, I guess you've got undead or you can become a Frostling. But the Spy path is only kind of a very, yeah, so more variation in Dark would be cool. I agree. I agree. You guys go ahead and stay here for now. Actually, how... We don't have a hero with them, so we need to kind of leave him here for the time being. We can use them to steal this. You don't need this wonder. We're wasting its potential anyway. Come join. We have 2 armies up here. Yeah, good, good. You go join. Okay, I think we're also going to start working on binding wonders too. So the Age of Materium is what I'm going to try to end this game with. We don't have any mana at the moment. We could probably ask our allies if they'd like to buy any of our items. No, not magic materials, no. You can have this for some mana. Talk to Serena as well. Enjoy this Stunning Sphere for some mana. It's definitely gone down a bit. Definitely gone down a bit. So then we'll go ahead and summon in a Copper Golem. You hang out with our kind of smaller army down here. Just gonna fill in the gaps. They've just got 1, so now they have 0. Hold the line, lads. End turn. And also, Chaos outside of Demon and War has nothing special. Chaos lacks an identity. Materium is mostly golems in production. Nature is expansion in animals and plants. Astral is mana, summons, and elementals. And I guess also the demons, the Eldritch demons. And the Lithoran. They've got a lot going on. You just go murder the Lithoran? Okay, interesting strategy there. Can you get everyone back on shore? Okay, you can. There is no way I would have gone for that fight normally. Pretty scary army. Come on, keep bothering him. And magic. Everyone has a nice theme, but chaos kind of lacks it outside of declare war. Tomes they lack some path. I see. Dark is railroad undead. Chaos the opposite has nothing. I think chaos is very leaning into fire. So shadow extremely leaning into all your frost stuff. And then chaos is extremely fire and demon based. But I would agree that it needs maybe a little bit more of a couple of identities to kind of lean into. That way you're not just demons and fire, and that's all you've got going on. Because at current, it is demons, fire, and why you punching yourself in the face. Disrupting Blades, incredible. We can get some kind of meh units. Now we're going to go for Bind Agent Gold Wonder. Yes. Windbound grants us some knowledge. But I think is as soon as you start doing this, all of the enemies do too. They immediately notice. And it freaks them out. While Meteor Projectiles is awesome. Extra range. Crucible Battlement's pretty strong. We're going to go into the Tome Library. And there is one that I believe turns our units into constructs. Why can't... It's like, where's Materium at? It's not Geomancy. Although I think this turns us into elementals, which... that could work. But with a construct, though, gives us the Linked Minds ability. Which doesn't turn us into constructs. Okay, I kind of thought it would. No, then we go for Geomancy. We'll come back and grab that. That will make this our major transformation. Yeah.
Geomancy taps into the Earth's purest arcane connection. Plant your feet to feel the invisible ley lines and connect to the astral flows that resonate below. Sense the subtle contrasts between sand and ash, rock and ice. Embrace these distinctions. Become the crystal that resonates with this ancient song. Open yourself to the Earth's magic and witness its boundless offerings.
I thought she was done talking. Guessed wrong. Alright, so now we've got the Age of Materium, so we can start winning the game, or we can grab this major race transformation. Let's grab the transformation first, then we'll circle to winning the game. Message received. This war of ours is tiresome, Gerald. Sometimes I wish we could just end it. It doesn't seem like any of my allies are looking to do that, though. They're willing to stab you guys till the end. Free city can be integrated. Good news. Let's proceed. We never will. I've kept everything from least touching with our main province, so we'll do the same here. I don't know why it's telling us again, but... making everyone an element is very strong with your natural regeneration and extra damage when you get home with the creator. I would also agree. I'd also like to try to find a way to circle back around and give us the... oh, really? Unstable. Find a way to circle back around and give us access to the ley line ability too for our casters. That way they're getting that 30% more damage as long as they haven't moved. So extra range, 30% damage. Start being a little bit crazy. Yeah, chop them in half now that we've got the gold golem. Easy. And we'll start generating cash in a hurry. Akram, you get moving. I'm reminded of Cephalon, what is it? Cephalon Cimaris? It's been so long since I played Warframe, but still the one that gets up in your face anytime you go in there. Hunter! Hero level up. Evocations deal more damage. We'll never know what this does. Conjure a greater spirit. I like conjuring elementals. True sight sounds good. Confirm. And then I can just kind of build up more of the same boots I already had. Pretty decent ones. Your Spirit Bear is cool, but the Thunderbird's better. It has lovely purple eyes. Forget what I said, 10 HP, regen, and 2 lightning resist. It's all of that plus that, too. Staying here, we're stealing the Argent Weald. Captain Steele. Let's use you as a scout. Guaranteed we've got baddies moving in. So the Chanting Tower, we have to claim it. Which means bringing Middleton into our empire. Which means saving Imperium. 500. Nasty. Okay. Well, that's just the way. Unless you can bind it without having it attached to an outpost. We'll see. That would be great, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Alright, now we march on their final settlement. Much easier to win with our Age of Materium if everyone's down. We'll move around this side here. We'll march on. Although taking out more of these just random armies for some level ups is a really good idea. Expensive, but we'll go for it, and then we'll pop in the Institute of the Arcane. Sitting there and waiting for them is a bit spooky, but we can cast all sorts of spells that they can't really do anything about, which I think gives us the edge. We'll see. Or releasing another city. Oh, that's a much better idea there. Yeah, we'll definitely release our garbage city. What is it called? Goldhaven up here. It's got some decent things, but it's not that good of a city. Not as good as the one we can basically produce up there. Hey, you guys want another quest? Sure. We gotta hunt down a Baylor. It's Scarbrand before we hit the ground at Mach 42. Are they moving on? Man, if this was not armies filled with Pyre Templars, I would absolutely just attack. I mean, we can dash in and take out this group real quick. We'll see. Well, we may just release the Shining Wall, let it build up on its own. That may be the call. Yeah, let's do that. So, Shining Wall, well, you have been useful. You're not a fully built-up city. We can integrate you later on. So we'll go ahead and have you released as a... Oh, it costs Imperium, does it? Increases by 25 Imperium each time up to a maximum of 100. Oh. We'll still do it. How much is it to integrate you there, Middleton? 410. And that's just the way it is. We have to grab the Chanting Tower to start our Age of Materium. Sonic Hall produced. Builder's Quarters would be nice. It's not really benefiting from anything, though. Lore of Wonders per unique adjacent improvement. That is pretty awesome. Let's do that. Counts as yet another mine. Like, we're not really going for growth here, so pop it on top of the farm. Excellent. Heap of extra gold. Come down to join the army. How far do we have to be to reinforce? Not very. One safe battle after another. Yeah, those are getting even safer with their elite experience gain here. Up to a recruit. Or I guess he's up to elite now. Yeah. That's going down. We'll keep leveling up. We'll get ready to attack. There should be one more army here. Now your orders are to march on their final settlement. We'll change the wheel over to our side and we can just grab it with the outpost real quick. Or you know what? No, we'll go ahead and the outpost as is. I'll probably destroy it after we move on through. They've got an army there. Let us sneak in and grab their gold, and whatever happens, happens. Yep, we'll stay here. Keep our mana ready to go. I do want the disrupting blades as soon as we can. Sweet. Mine Ancient Gold Wonder is also expensive. We need to get a little bit more mana income. Oh, we only got a couple minutes left in today's stream. I just got completely distracted here. Having so much fun. Age of Wonders is always a good break from Total War. Okay, so he's just going back to Muspelheim. He's kind of a scared soul. Which, if we can just keep him locked in here until we're ready to march on him, that'd be perfect. So we'll have this put in a work camp as soon as it can, and then we'll put a teleporter behind it. Then we can just yeet in some gold golems and march on the Sons of Muspel. These armies spawn indefinitely and infinitely until you clear the Silver Wonder and claim the Tier 5 animal. At least I think there should be a Wonder where you get the Tier 5. I believe it is. But if the armies just respawn indefinitely, we can just keep farming experience on them until we're strong enough to take them on pretty easily. I think it's a good idea. He's going in with a bunch of recruits. I mean, they're still Tier 5s, but they just have a pretty severe drop in health. As suddenly as it appeared, Gabriel's eye is fading again, as are its pacifying effects. You wonder if this ancient wizard had truly fixed its gaze in your world, or if this was a rumor produced by your people's superstition. However it may be, you cannot deny its presence impacted the realm, pushing an era of enlightenment. Slowly, the Godir of this realm revert to their old, warring ways. One way or another, everyone's dead. 199 knowledge, still plenty. City has been released as a vassal, excellent. Used to Scholars Guild, we definitely need to pop in a Whispering Stone here. Where are my Whispering Stones? Is one of them still up here with his rat faction? Not anymore, it's not. Give me that. The Shining Walls shall have its stone. Oh, they spawn quick, too. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, Simulacrum, you get down here and get some experience. It's a bandit beatdown. Awesome. Definitely no complaints here. Keep respawning your armies. Does Simulacrum move back? Nah, not really. So we'll just have you sail it away and punch them in the face. Excellent. Goes with rank 8. Should give us another signature ability there. Of which we shall make use. So Adeptive Materium gives you Meteor Strikes, whereas Astral gives you Resisted Sunder. I think that's better. Gains Evasion. Pretty good. We'll go for Resisted Sunder, or get all the way down to Wildfire or Super Blizzard. Sunder Earth. I wish we knew what this does, but it knocks enemies out of... Oh, you get all of them here. Oh, I see. Withering Blizzard. The Blizzard it is. I'm going to use both of them, which you're not necessarily supposed to, but I'm going to use both of them on getting that ability then. Yeah, no, I think they're tough enough to take that on. We're going to come into our blueprints and grab the Greaves of Nope. Give us Slippery, Resistance, and Defense. Argent Wield has switched sides, and we shall march to about this position. And then I will tell you all, thanks for stopping on by today's stream. That's about all the time I've got for today. We will pick up with Age of Wonders at least sometime next week. I'm going to try to go one Age of Wonders and one Total War stream week. So tomorrow we are going to pick up with Archaon the Everchosen, as long as... So I wanted to go in the Siege Proving Grounds beta to see how... just to see how it is with all of the and kind of a late game Chaos army. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks all for stopping on by, and I'll see you all next time.